that it? Are we live?
That's it. We're live.
Hello.
That's the joke.
Uh, anyway, hello, valued viewers.
Mhm.
Welcome to another episode of the Revengence League, working title. Um, if let's see here. If we want to do a quick recap of what happened last session, gonna toss it over to our resident note taker.
Okay, I was trying to pull up the stream. Okay, give me a second to get back to my notes.
There
Um,
you go.
okay, so I have a lot of notes from last time.
Ooh, there sure
Um,
are.
Yeah,
yeah,
last session was supposed to be like a one-off, kind of like, you know, breather session after the session before, which was really story heavy. Oops, it's all story heavy.
yeah, it was pretty great.
It was the
Um,
best. It was the best session of the game yet.
mhm. You
Oh,
gave us the free reign to just talk for a while, and we made up a lot of stuff, and then that stuff ended up leading directly into what was happening next in a really great way.
It wound up every single line of dialogue became accidental foreshadowing.
hmm It's pretty cool. Um, so let's see. Last time we started off with oh shoot, I didn't even scroll up far enough. There's more notes.
Oh
um,
lord.
so, um, Ian and Soleil, and I say this with them being their civilian names because they were out of costume at the time.
Mhm.
Both went to a funeral for a person they both happened to know, um, and then kind of recognize each other while there. Uh, so Ian doesn't say anything because he's not 100% sure. And Soleil is like, I'm pretty sure that's him. Not only because it looks a lot like the clones of him I've seen around, so it might be a clone, or it is him, and considering he's wearing the suit I got him, that's definitely got to be him.
Mhm.
So went over to talk to him, and we talked about our mutual friend slash acquaintance that had died. Um, she had worked with Ian, and she had previously gone to school with Soleil. Um, she was in like botanical sciences and such. Um,
I assume you guys knew each other through some sort of like women in STEM program or club.
Makes sense. So yeah, we talked a lot about that, and I also kind of brought up how, or like somehow it was brought up how things had gone with Soleil when she previously left the group during that whole adventure to the castle and had went to like go face her brother's clone and how that ended. And Ian had tried to kind of comfort her in the sense that like, yeah, you don't have to think badly of your brother for murdering that clone. The clone wasn't a person. And she's very much like, for one, I don't think bad of my brother because like that was still a person that was trying to harm us, but also when you're saying that this isn't a person, the way you're saying this implies that you don't think you're a person either. Um,
Also, because I kept referring to like, yeah, humans. It's a natural reaction for humans to get like unnaturally, artificially attached to clones, and it's like the fact that you keep using the term "human" with a capital H in this sentence.
yeah, sounds like you don't mean you were included in that word. Um, yeah, so that was a whole thing. And then we flipped over to see what was happening. I'm getting some feedback from somebody.
Yeah, is someone trying to talk and their connection is just Garbo?
no.
Oh,
I'm not.
Testing.
Again, Caleb?
Okay. Uh, so then we switched over perspectives to see what Impact and Red Rocket were doing, and they were over. They were over at Diamond City University in the genetics department, which just so happens to be where Abigail, the person whose funeral we're at, used to work. And they're punching out Malevola bots and stuff. And then after they defeat that guy and his robots, they find basically an office that smells like death, and they go in and they find a giant corpse flower, and a Malevola bot that has tried to hack into one of the computers there. So they contact Ian, and they're just like, hey, so there's this weird thing happening, and we could use your help. So swapping back over to Ian and Soleil, they're both contacted about this thing, and they're like, okay, we gotta go help with that. So we immediately leave and like get in Ian's car and like drive away. And just so you viewers can like help visualize this from the outside perspective of the other civilians at that place, basically the two hottest doctors in that room seem to meet each other right there, have a really intense conversation, and then leave together. And then before they left, there was like rocking of the vehicle, which from the outside looks suspicious. From the inside was just them getting changed into their hero costumes. So yeah, there was a lot of things that we'll like probably mutually have to deal with rumors about later.
This is very funny that this university lab turned into, like, we were joking about Grey's Anatomy earlier, but legitimately an episode of Grey's Anatomy, especially because like it's the deceased's like coworker and friend, and then from out of nowhere, it's like her old college buddy who she hasn't seen in like a few years, conveniently showing up, also the hottest person at this funeral.
Mhm.
It's like,
Also-
new character just dropped.
I should say as well, for the listening audience who was not there last session, a Malevola bot is obviously a robot owned by Dr. Malevolent, famed supervillain. That is
Not
all.
a 7 foot tall buff demon lady.
Yeah, that's a different game.
Yeah,
I am just
superhero
curious,
game.
as a pure aside, because we kind of glossed over it at the time. Does Soleil also wear her superhero suit under her clothing?
No. Like it would depend on the occasion. Like if she was going to a place where she thought she would need it, I guess. But like I seriously doubt she went to a funeral wearing her superhero costume underneath. Um I think you said last time, which works for me, that she keeps it in her purse or something. And that there's also, in case of emergency, she could like make a construct suit out of her powers. She just prefers not to unless it is like a for real like last ditch effort kind of emergency, because
I also just
while
like the
she
idea of
can
like, oh, sorry, good.
while she can like leave objects for a while and they stay there, they do eventually fade, and if she forgets that she did that to what she's wearing, eventually it will disappear.
I just also like the idea of them both getting in Ian's car, and then her putting up like, you know how in between the front seat and the back seat of like an old taxi or an Uber, there's like the
Yeah.
screen that comes like a limo, the screen comes up. Her just
Mhm.
using her hard light to create a privacy screen so they can change into their super suits.
Mhm.
And I say that also because it piggybacks off the joke from last session about how, because it's made of solar energy, it would just radiate heat, and the game is taking place in New York in October. So it's just them both getting into a car and immediately the windows fogging up, and everyone like, Ian, you're at a fucking funeral. Get it together, my guy. And everyone, and then all the other doctors like, I didn't know Cavendish had fucking game like that. He really doesn't.
um
I do want to make it canon that on Monday when I got back, if any of the other male lab techs asked about what's the secret to getting a girl like that to leave with you, he responded incredibly deadpan. You just tell her about your tragic backstory and your really bad daddy issues, and then walked away. And they were just like, damn, I guess.
I Knowing that, like, the people who were there that know who Soleil is now thinks that she is into that because of that is
Oh
the
no,
worst.
I didn't mean people that knew her. I just felt like some random
No,
other
I
guy who
know.
works in my
I
office.
know, but, like, considering all those people run in the same circle since they knew the same person, I
Oh
feel like that
god.
rumor could easily spread to people that know her, and so now people think that's what she's into.
Oh god, I'm sorry. You just tell them about your tragic backstory. Really? Yeah, man, it works every time. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just
Use
knowing
it.
that, like, her fans probably hate you now is
That is
something.
so funny.
Your
It's-
DMs are going to be filled with pathetic sad men. I mean, they probably already were, but now it's going to be worse.
A whole other genre of pathetic sad men.
I just love the idea of people trying to look me up and then finding like 6 Twitter accounts that have an identical profile picture under different names, multiple of which are doctors, and just being like, "Fuck, which one do we dox?"
Just all of them get hit, and then all of them start messaging you complaining.
Why am I getting DMs at 4 in the morning that says pathetic sad man, kill yourself? I'm just like, I don't know, man. I'm sorry. Plants were involved. What? It's a
Yeah.
superhero thing. You wouldn't understand.
Speaking of, so we reached the university and we all went over the whole uh, computer thing, looked up the research, found out um, that Abigail had taken a plant that had been cursed by witches, even though she was told not to.
So I do
And
think that the echo is coming from Bindle.
yes, it does seem so.
Guard, seize him.
Gods, creases, Jordan.
Destroy. Here, I'll leave and rejoin and see if that fixes it, but I don't know I don't know why that would be happening.
So we get there, we see the stuff on the computer, we find out what happened, and she got cursed and like died from said plant, which is still in the room and actively like polluting the air with spores. So we put on masks so we won't breathe that in. And we figure out also from that same data that
Better.
apparently the curse brings people back to life that it killed, basically as zombies. And we realize we just left her funeral where she is literally being put in the ground, which is what triggers the reawakening of said zombie. So then all of us have to rush back to the funeral home to go deal with what is now a miniatures potential zombie apocalypse. So we're doing that whole thing, fighting zombies. It's going okay. And then Ian like looks the corpse of Abigail in the like the monster plant possessed corpse of Abigail in the eyes and sees recognition and realizes she is not dead in there. She was like alive and understanding and is asking for help. And so given our previous conversation, and his newly considering his own clones more as people, he now also attributes more like peoplehood to her as this kind of in-between zombie plant person and decides to help her. And then gets her like disconnected from the evil plant and she joins our side. And also Soleil, now that all of her superhero associates basically know about her brother, goes and calls her brother because like what better to fight plants with than fire? And also to fight zombies with than fire. So she calls him and he heads over. And so we also have like a pyrokinetic here to fight. And it wraps up nicely. It's real great. Oh, in the midst of Ian saving Abigail, he did get stabbed through with like a vine. So we made him go to the doctor afterwards. So it was great.
Yeah. And then while at the doctor's, I decided that it was officially time to sort of spill the beans to the rest of the group about the insights that we had learned at Schaffung Castle in Austria during the previous to that adventure. Those being the insights that, as opposed to what I had said before, the doctor who we have been chasing that is creating all these weird genetic abominations is not actually my evil clone, but that I am his evil clone. And that actually I am 51 years old, and that I was created as a clone by a escaped Nazi doctor from World War II who basically got it into his head that the entire concept of the master race is referring to just one guy, and that he wants to use exogene superhero like manipulation to make an army of genetically perfect master race soldiers, for which I was the prototype, and then I convinced my brothers to overthrow him, where I then locked him in prison with the help of some like no-name rookie who was just getting started in the Trident government system and could use a big win taking down the infamous Dr. Monster. In exchange for the idea that basically bury him 20,000 feet underground. And if anyone ever asks, just say, I don't know, clone madness. All clones just believe that they're the original clone and that they're just probably insane. So don't listen to anything they have to say. And then apologized to the group for the hardships that he kind of feels responsible for implementing.
I think that's about it. I think that's a pretty good recap.
Yeah.
And then we all told him, dude, stop feeling bad. You're not your evil dad. You're a good person. And we all gave him a hug, presumably.
And then also my favorite soundbite of all time, which is, I forget what the start of it was, but it was Impact trying to comfort him of like, just like, oh, it's da-da-da, like that. And then me just going, I'm literally a perfect genetic duplicate of a Nazi scientist from World War II, and I was created with the express purpose of being a supervillain, blah blah. And then Impact is going, God, that's a lot to unpack.
Yeah, it's like, that's a lot. Don't get me wrong, but it's not the worst thing in the world,
What could possibly be worse than that?
You could be the actual originator of the evil and be a real Nazi. That would be worse.
Oh no! You know what it was? It was when I revealed that my first words were Heil Hitler.
That
Yeah,
was
that's
it. It was like,
It was.
ooh, I was saying like, hey, how you were born doesn't really matter. My first words were Heil Hitler. Whoa, that one's rough.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
I mean, I feel like I had a pretty good response to that, though. There's plenty of kids whose first words are curse words because they just copy the things that other people say around them without even knowing fully what they're saying.
Yeah.
So, like,
Oh, also a thing that I put in the chat that we should share with the stream. That over Thanksgiving, if we want to, since we're skipping presumably Thanksgiving, do we all want to share what we canonized our characters did for Thanksgiving plans?
Sure.
Ian every year puts out the invite to all of his clones, like all of his original 5 surviving brothers, to be like, hey, we should all like get together and like have a good dinner, blah blah. It's a little awkward because like number one, we didn't really celebrate Thanksgiving growing up, and number two, a lot of them still have some very complicated feelings about me. So I think it winds up just being like a couple of us meeting up and sharing like what's up? Hello?
No,
it's
that's
just
the
the
echo.
feedback again.
Oh yeah, it winds up being a couple of us just meeting up at like a restaurant or at my apartment and just having like a weirdly tense, like kind of awkward dinner. Um, and then also me calling a really bougie catering company and sending like a full 7 course Thanksgiving meal to Soleil in her brother's house with a note basically being like sorry, like a very ominous note meant to imply apology, but it definitely sounds like you're now in debt to the mafia.
Yeah. Can the restaurant you guys have gone to, can it please be the Waffle House that your one clone works at?
Of course it is. It's the only one. It's the only one where we can get a private table where no one's going to ask any questions about why there's 6 completely identical, very distinct looking men.
Okay,
No,
follow
it's
up
Waffle
question.
House. No one will question it.
It's the
Follow up
Waffle
question. Is the clone that works there one of the people who agreed to come, or did he not agree to come and gets basically involved in it anyway because you go to his restaurant?
I think on the one hand, it's probably one of the only times of the year when he will willingly agree to like sit down and have a full conversation with me. Like this is one of the few times of the year where like a truce is called. Number
Mhm.
two, it's gonna be a really big tab, and like Ian's a good tipper, and like his servers need this, you know.
Mhm.
It's like the servers need this right around this time of the year. You know, holidays are coming up. I just like the idea of him
Yeah.
though, like you're tipping 25%, you're gonna fucking like it. Considering where all that money came from, you have no right to not take care of these people.
Every time they remember something they don't like about you, they just add another 5% to the mandatory tip.
Yeah.
What did
Uh,
what everybody else do?
So Soleil like wasn't like at her house when that giant feast came. Um, so it had to, through probably a bunch of phone calls and stuff, be redirected and was sent to the firehouse that her brother works at so that the firefighters got a good meal because Soleil and had like a big like extended family dinner at her aunt's house, um, in which they ate all of the good food.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
What was Red Rocket's first American Thanksgiving like? That good, huh?
Red Rocket?
You might be
Oh,
muted.
sorry, I'm on mute. I was on mute. Can you hear me now?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
Red Rocket, he go
Yes,
down
we can hear you now.
to NYFD Firehouse in New York City to feed those who are not in houses. So,
I like that.
Red Rocket, he volunteer
Yeah.
to feed the people.
Dip, same.
I love the
Like,
idea
that's
of like
exactly what I...
I love the idea of you doing a food drive at the at the thing, and then suddenly another firehouse from like a couple blocks over is like, yeah, this firehouse like up on 66th Street, they had like a shitload of leftovers. Someone just ran like I guess the sister of one of the firefighters there called catering or something, but we've got like 7 turkeys and like 8 industrial trays of mashed potatoes here. If you want to like hand these out, it's Thanksgiving miracle.
I love that. Oh, that would make... It's like a good, like, wholesome
We,
filler
we have a
episode.
we have a
It's just like
75
it's just like we start with
we have a
what it's just
75
we start
gallon
with
drum
like
of
your
cranberry
dinner,
sauce.
you call in the order for Soleil,
Mhm.
we cut to Soleil's dinner, we cut to Red Rocket and Raymond doing volunteer work. Uh yeah. Which by the way that was uh Yeah. Raymond definitely he volunteers at the soup kitchen and the food drives and all that. Gotta. Uh, but also he specifically this year he does go out of his way to make sure that that Spindle and Dr. Midnight at least eat something hot and filling, you know? Like of all days to make sure that these two schizophrenic scientists get a meal, it's today.
That's beautiful.
Living turkey.
I forgot about the turkeys. Can I say, I love the idea of like whoever the president is in this timeline doing the turkey pardoning ceremony, and then a gunshot going off and like a spray of blood, and Secret Service jumps on the president, and he's like, "No, I'm fine," and then looks over, and the turkey is laying dead on the fucking lawn of the Oval Office with a bullet through its head, and then across the screen, it's Spindle just like shaky hands putting down a gun and is letting out a breath of like, "It's over. It's over."
What did he do with them?
Okay, I don't want to get the Secret Service called on us.
What?
Where are they?
Yeah, did you
Are they just
return
in
them
the store that
after,
you live
or
in?
like?
The turkeys are safe.
That's all that matters now.
That's all that matters.
Such a-
The correct turkey has been pardoned.
Oh, I do want to also point out, what do you call? I just want to point out as well. Hey, Spindle, do you remember like a while ago when I was asking you about like what Sonic character you thought represented each member of the party? And for me, you were like, I don't know why, but I kind of think Shadow for some reason.
Yeah, no. Either
We were
good guess
correct.
on me, really good subconscious or subtext
Mhm.
from me. Let's
Yeah.
go.
I mean, I think we've all kind of been like, we all like, oh, the clone character. That's got to go to our cloning superhero, you know?
Yeah,
Little
but
did we know, oh, way more apt than we thought, huh? With the whole
mhm.
evil
But
scientist making you
I
in a
just
lab thing, huh?
I just thought that was really funny. But yeah, I'm trying to go back and find the pictures we were all sending of various turkey related apocalypses.
Oh, that's not too far up in the general chat.
Also,
Uh
you can just Control F, type in Thanksgiving.
Is there anyone that we missed?
I think we got everyone. I purposely waited to the end because I wanted to make sure that the turkey joke landed.
Turkeys don't
timing.
fly.
As
Does
I
anybody
would expect from.
does anybody remember a television show by the name of WKRP in Cincinnati, or is that a little before your
Oh
time?
my goodness.
No, I think that's too old for us.
no one here
I have
lives in
had to watch
Cincinnati.
that episode of WKRP in Cincinnati. I think every Thanksgiving.
What?
Like, my mom will not. Every Thanksgiving is like, all right, I'm putting on WKRP. Everything.
For those of you who are
She
uninitiated,
loves.
WKRP aired a Thanksgiving episode that featured, and I'm quoting, a turkey drop. They dropped a bunch of live turkeys from a helicopter, at least depicted it on TV. And there's our erstwhile newsman, Les Nessman, on the scene going, "Oh, the turkeys are falling out of the helicopter now. Oh, dear Lord, they're hitting the ground like wet cement. Oh, the humanity, there's feathers everywhere." And then the manager of the station comes walking in after the turkey drop, goes walking into the office and says, "I swear, as God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly."
Wow.
That's something I really should have looked up first.
Yeah. It's a good episode. Don't get me wrong, but
So is this show like The Office for boomers, or what? Which is different from The
That's
I
Office
don't
for
know.
millennials.
that's just mean. It was a
Which
radio
back in my
station.
day we just called The Office.
Yes.
Yes. Well, now that we've gone over our Thanksgiving plans, what are we doing today, folks?
That's a good question. I'm going to start it off with a little bit of role play. What are you doing today? It is a cold December morning. Just what it was today to date this episode, December 5th, beginning of December. Snow
Christmas
is falling.
shopping. I'm doing Christmas shopping.
Nice.
It's getting late in December for that now, even though it's early December. Getting presents in December is still kind of late. And she's got a new bunch of friends to get stuff for, though she's not sure like exactly like who would celebrate. So she just like, a present's a present. I'll just put some neutral paper on it and it'll be fine.
I would ask like, oh, what is she getting for people? But you know what? I don't want to ruin the surprise. So
That's
Yeah. Um, what's everybody else doing?
um. You know what? Spindle is at his storefront that has gotten a lot louder in the last week for unknown reasons. But people think that there's a farm nearby now. Uh, and he's in there doing his thing for now.
That could mean literally anything.
that
Yeah.
is the he's in there doing his thing.
He's
I'm like-
in there having a spindle time.
I'm in here doing stuff and things.
He's doing his secret things. But now he's probably in there with at least 3 turkeys left still at this point. Um
Three
God, what happened to the other
turkeys
turkeys?
just drawing, we're not going to talk about it. Drawing on papers that he has and is walking through the shop pinning them to different parts of his walls. Um trying to make a map of some kind.
Okay.
And I will
Fun.
leave it at that.
I think I know what you're doing, just like because I think it's rad, and I think I've thought
Wait.
about this exact thing of a thing you
Wait.
could be doing.
Hang on, I think I missed the trick on something. You said you're walking through trying to make a map.
He is drawing on different sheets of paper to make what seems like a map.
Got you. I think Ian.
I don't want to spoil too much
No, I
with
gotcha. I
just
gotcha.
him in the room. But that is where he is currently.
I think Ian. This is the first year that he actually like has an active social life and like a support circle around him that's not literally just him. Uh, so I think he's also in Christmas shopping mode. I think he's like showing up because he also doesn't really know how to do that. So I think he's been going back and forth to different stores, kind of agonizing over like, what do you buy people? How do you buy things that aren't weird or like hyper specific to the point of being invasive or oddly problematic? Like, how do I do that? What the fuck? And then comes in like has 1 or 2 bags of presents that he spent like 4 hours at the mall picking out, and it's like the oddly wholesome, like, okay, yeah, like puts those down. Well, I gotta figure this out, but at the very least, I got some more time. And it's like they are the first people in 50 years to know about me, and how accepting they've all been. And it's like it's important that I find something to do. and then walks in, and there's like a massive like painting on his wall that he takes off and turns around to reveal a truly like hard cut from Spindle's meth conspiracy wall to just red twine and thumbtacks and newspaper clippings and like hack traffic cam footage um trying to track down uh Leopold as he just stares at it with like burning hatred. Truly in like the same vibe as Spindle's conspiracy wall.
We need
Combination of
to
these
get
two.
these scientists some therapy.
I have a therapist. He's just myself. Oh, you know what?
Cool.
It's as you say that, off to the side, you just hear a voice. You know, now that you actually have people around you that have told you that they're willing to be a decent support system, maybe it's time that you actually, lean on some people for support instead of, I don't want to judge here, but bottling all this up doesn't really seem like the most productive use of your time. As the camera pans over and it's literally just another Ian sitting in a chair. And just because I
It's
gave you,
Speed, Blazer, and
yeah, it's just, just I'm just saying.
Oh, I
Just
love
put,
the other clone.
the other clone putting his hands up. I was like, not to judge, but
I love clone gags.
just seems like all this talking to
Raymond
yourself is pretty unhealthy.
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna say, Raymond. I've been trying to decide what the frick he's doing. You know what? I say this morning he's decided to skip the coffee and is starting to brew some hot cocoa. So right now he's just in his kitchen. It was a cold jog this morning, let me tell you. He's grabbing all the cinnamon. He's grabbing the weird European sugar that tastes better somehow. He's like all the good special dark chocolate.
Where are we all?
Specifically not marshmallows. He's kind of lost an appetite for marshmallows.
Yeah,
Wait, what happened with marshmallows?
you'll
Don't worry
find
about
out in
it.
a later session.
Okay then.
Oh no.
Where are we all?
Why
Are
did-
we all together?
No, we're going over what they're doing before we start
Before the
the
call
session.
goes out.
Oh,
Yeah, this is just the day in the life of each superhero.
okay, I can dig it.
What's Red Rocket doing on this chilly December morning?
Well, after the fire department turkey dinner for the homeless, Mayor Eric Adams took Red Rocket around the city to show him the sights of New York. I'll let Red Rocket tell you a little more about it. It was so exciting. I saw Times Square. I saw Statue of Liberty. I saw Wall Street. He gave me key to the city. He said it does not actually open anything, but it is key to the city.
It's very progressive, them giving a former Soviet operative a key to New York City.
Dude,
To
they
be fair,
just
he's also
elected
been saving the day
they
a
just
lot
elected a
lately.
super progressive mayor, so I'm
I
I'm
mean, wait,
I'm
you
all
said it was
for it.
Eric. Well, you said it was Eric Adams taking you around, though.
Right, it is. Mr. Mamdani is not taking office yet.
Oh, okay, he's the mayor elect. I got you.
Yeah, he's the mayor elect.
Sorry, I didn't know how deep you were getting in with the references there.
No, I
How
figure
true
this
to
is
life.
taking place today, right?
Yeah,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I also just want to real quick highlight. Oh yeah, they just elected a super progressive mayor. We're gonna underline super real quick.
Yes.
Hey.
Underline that a couple times. Uh, also, I feel like we should clarify: New York City doesn't exist in this universe, right?
Yeah, this is. Oh no, I
Yeah,
thought New York also exists.
Yeah, New York does exist. It just isn't where you are.
Oh, okay.
So wait, we're still in like that vague area of the country, right?
Yeah, you're around where I would say maybe slightly north of where New York City is.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it
I mean,
exists in the
apparently,
way that, like, in DC Comics, New York exists, but Gotham is also New York.
no, Gotham is in New Jersey.
Yeah, but it fills the role of New York along with Metropolis.
Fun fact: do you know what state Metropolis exists in James Gunn's DCU?
What isn't it in Kansas or like
No.
around Kansas?
No, it's in Delaware.
Weird. I was gonna say it would have to be like I always imagined it somewhere in the Midwest because that's where.
Well, that would
like,
make it Chicago.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So like Illinois is where I'd put it.
I mean, no, I mean, being fair, the guy from there can fly at Mach 10, so.
Yeah, but like,
Mhm. I just found it interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't actually have a name for the mayor of the city. He hasn't been important yet.
Moram Zamdani.
No.
It's the first. Listen, it was a really tough sell to get the people of New York to believe that they were ready for an undead mayoral candidate. But you know what? He had some really interesting policies that just rallied the whole city behind him.
Nice.
We already have like 3 undead characters. We can't have an undead mayor.
Stream, get in the
there were a lot
comments.
of really-
Morab Zamdani for
There
mayor.
were a lot of very distasteful memes during the election where people put him in like
was-
a pirate outfit and tried to say he was part of Zombieard's
was-
crew.
I just like it's Andrew Cuomo photoshopping it so that his skin is slightly more green.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe this
What's
is
your-
the dimension.
What's your order at the bodega? And it's just brain, egg, and cheese on a it's like on a poppy seed. Forget about it.
Oh my god. Oh jeez.
Really rallied the country behind him. Fun fact also, did you know that a human skeleton has about 32,000 calories in it?
There it is.
I was wondering if you were just gonna skip it. And I was like, all right, I guess we kind of moved past it. We did the recap, we did some bits, so it took a little while, but and then there it is.
Gotta lure you into a false sense of security. Never let them know your next move.
Okay, but does that include the Bond themselves or just the marrow?
No, that is the entire skeleton.
Okay.
That is
Oh,
if you stripped all of the adipose tissue, skin, like all of the meat off of a skeleton and then consumed it, you would get about 24 to 32,000 calories, depending on like size and bone density.
Ew.
Neat.
Anybody else got anything interesting they want to add to their morning?
I want everybody to know that you may occasionally get a text message of Soleil asking you about things that you like, just to make sure that she's getting the right things. And I am fully like searching the internet right now, looking for what she's actually getting you, and I'm making a PowerPoint so I have it all organized.
Oh,
feel
I
like
also
you
want to
would
say as
feel
well
awkward.
for
Actually
Thanksgiving.
touched. This is delightful.
For Thanksgiving, somebody that I completely forgot about, with you, Impact. This is the first time you ever got Cameron out of the cave, and he helped you with the soup kitchen.
Aw,
Yo!
I'm so happy.
That's dope. Love that.
Hell yeah.
I think at
Glad
one
Cameron's
point he got like really hungry and took like an apple out of the the bin of fruit or whatever. He took like an apple and then afterwards had a panic attack because he's stealing from the homeless and he's going to be sent to prison. And then had to be reminded that he is also technically homeless, and also, bruh, it's an apple.
Yeah. Like,
Number
good
one,
news-
it's an apple. Number two, you are the homeless.
yeah. It's
He has a home. The government just doesn't know about it.
he is
No,
He is
no,
at the very least
Cam. Baby,
home
you have a
questionable.
lair. You have a lair. It's very different.
Layer, sweet layer.
There's literally the IRS is a separate form you can claim homestead for in your taxes.
You can't make your home your lair. That's just facts. Gotta have work-life balance there. You know?
Ian has been, all of you that have a social media presence, or I feel like for Soleil with her social media presence, Ian has had 3 separate laptops open on the counter with a clone each, like intensely trying to like use her Pinterest boards and Instagram page to like figure out what a present is. For Impact, he has sent 2 clones each to the retirement home and to the local retirement home and gym. And then he figures that the answer will be somewhere in the middle of that Venn diagram. For Red Rocket, honestly,
Yes.
he sent a couple clones to like the Russian Cultural Heritage Society, and then couldn't think of a place where he would find like a bunch of communists in 2025. So he just sent a couple of them to like the local grad school.
Oh.
And just said look for somebody with blue hair. He got some actually really good insights, unrelated.
You look like
yeah,
you
he's
have
just
blue hair and pronouns. What do you think about communism?
yeah. So he's just for the past week had like a small army building dossiers. That like on the one side of his apartment there's a conspiracy wall about finding his evil Nazi dad, and on the other side it's a separate conspiracy wall about how to buy Christmas presents for somebody that's not him.
I love
God.
I love the fact that like a couple sessions ago we found the dossiers that like your evil Nazi dad had made on us, and you've just made your own dossiers for a
There's
completely
nothing
different
weird.
purpose.
There's nothing weird about building a dossier on your friends.
It's like,
Everyone
okay, so
builds
that wasn't.
dossiers.
This appears to now just be a trend of like that's just a thing you like to do, I guess.
Listen, lots of people.
It was caught.
Lots of people build dossiers all the time for many different reasons.
Oh.
It's not weird to build a dossier on your friends.
I agree.
How many dossiers are there on us? Dang it!
At a certain point, I feel like Impact is going to be like, I'm not even mad. I just think we should consider condensing all the dossiers into a shared Google file.
I was just about to say everyone should have their own Google Doc.
Just like it's just a Google Doc that like everybody can edit.
Just have a
So that's-
Wikipedia.
Yeah, I was about to say that's Wikipedia. Like,
Oh yeah.
I just decided what I'm getting Cam for Christmas. Since that's not any of you guys, I can show you this one.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
oh,
god.
that's lovely.
Oh my god.
Not only do I love that, I was in this session going to introduce him wearing a fun sweater.
Well, hopefully
He
it's not
shows up in
one,
that one
'cause
already. I'll be so disappointed and have to get him a new one.
I was
would
about
be
to say,
so
I hope it's not that one, because you'll have to go and get a new one, a new gift for him.
It's not. It's a sweater that I've seen and considered buying for myself of a what's it called? Like with a, I can't remember what it's called. The Spinosaurus, like the spiky dinosaur, but with a menorah on it. It says Menorahsaurus.
Okay.
Oh, it's delightful. Is he Jewish?
Yeah.
Wow.
Who is?
Cam.
Him.
Oh, okay.
Doc Robo's brother's wife was Jewish, so that means he's Jewish.
Nice.
Well, there we
Interesting.
go.
There's
You know,
there's
I'm glad I
parts
picked the
of
blue one, and that feels a bit more fitting because there was a
hell
red
yeah.
option.
Hell yeah. There's parts of Ian that consider or that like resonate strongly with like the values in Judaism, but I also think he has a weird relationship with religion because he doesn't think he has a soul. So that makes the entire there's a bit of him that's like I kind of don't want there to be an afterlife because I'm fucked if there is one kind of thing. So like selfishly he's a bit like come on! Like pull this one out at the last minute, boys, you know?
Yeah. It
Uh,
really is. Yeah. In superhero setting, we talked about this like between sessions, I think, but like I do love the weird. We don't need to expand on this, but like I do love the weird relationship superhero settings have with like death and like specifically afterlives, because you can't for comic books, you can't just say that one religion is correct, but also, God, there's so much good imagery you can have with afterlife stuff. So it always ends up being so vague, which is
yeah,
unfortunate because a lot of heroes die, so they gotta be vague a lot.
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
do my
Marvel
best
can
to keep it vague on what religion, like whether or not religion exists. There's gonna be a lot of like ancient lore that comes up. I don't think I'm gonna do like the Marvel thing where I like have Thor and Hercules show up, but
Even though it was a very bad movie, not a very bad movie, but like a very mid movie, I actually like the way the Eternals did it, where it's just like there was a very powerful being that was almost Athena, but like kind of also Vishnu. And so it's like over the period of 10,000 years, people kind of reinterpreted this one being in a multitude of different ways and like combine two beings together and then split one person up into multiple and like
yeah,
the idea was you could look at it and be like, oh, I get the path that we took to get here, but clearly some mistakes were made.
Yeah, the telephone game answer for
Yes. And then I also like the way the Good Place did it, where they're just like
skepticism.
and then I also like the way the Good Place did it, where they're just like, oh yeah, humans at any given time get like 12.3% of the afterlife correct. Like
It's like,
you get a little bit of it, but like you usually mess a bunch of stuff up, except for this one dude in Ohio in the 90s who smoked like a lot of weed and got so high that he correctly predicted the entire grand cosmic matrix of the universe and then fell asleep and forgot about it. But like for a couple of hours, he was the single most enlightened being in the multiverse.
I love the way they phrased it in that show because they did talk about it like we were up here, we were just wilded out when he was talking to his bud. It was crazy. As,
Yeah, we were freaking out.
uh,
Yeah, yeah, the time knife. We've
But-
all seen
but to get us back on track
that. Yes.
a little
yeah.
bit.
I suppose it's time to introduce plot into the session.
Yeah.
I guess it's time to start the session.
As you're out in your normal everyday attire and doing your normal day shopping, not even not even considering having to do any superhero stuff, the sky starts to get weirdly like, because you're already in a city like that's already like a gray sky. It sort of becomes like a Zack Snyder's Justice League red.
Krampus isn't supposed to show up for at least another week.
This can't be good.
Spindle, seeing that, immediately takes a snow globe off of his shelf and shakes it nervously.
Um, y'all get a call on your communicators. It is, what's it called? It is Cam in that sweater that I described earlier with a cup of hot chocolate. It is very cold in the cave. He's got like a blanket on him as well.
Oh my god.
Hey, Cam. Hey, hot cocoa buds.
Um, it does say on the mug that he has the hot cocoa in, #1 evil robot creator, because this did belong to his uncle.
Needs to get like anything new for himself.
#1 evil robot creator.
He's
Yeah,
about to
or
have a new
#1
flight.
evil scientist. One of the two.
No, I love specifically.
I would like to
evil
canonize
robot
that
creator.
Impact got him that mug.
No, I love evil robot creator specifically.
It's amazing that he didn't. That was manufactured. You know, that's not like a custom print
Like,
or anything.
I found this on a shelf in a Kmart
Yeah,
in 1982.
yeah. It's amazing the things people make.
Yeah, he gets on the little video thing on your FaceTime communicators and is telling you about how a week or two ago somebody robbed a museum and of like old-timey superheroes. Uh and somebody stole Professor Destiny's cloak. And now it seems that because the police were just investigating that one. This was not really like something superheroes had to deal with. Um, but now it looks like it might be because there is a guy up on a building who has the cloak on like this weird rack, uh, like kind of stretched out and using it to summon. Like a beam is coming out of the cloak, like he's giving you footage from like one of the bird drones. A beam is coming out of the cloak, opening a big portal in the sky.
Oh,
Oh shit.
classic beam portal. You know. Uh, this this is not good. Uh, could I roll?
So Spindle, seeing the beam, is already putting the scientist coat back on, and he's already walking out while listening to the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, the building is on top of a street, 5th and Didco is what he gives you for the address.
Good references.
Yeah. Uh, could I do? Hold on, I have an ability thing. Yeah. Could I use my War Stories ability and instead of a lore check, roll a fight check to see what I know about the cloak of Professor Destiny? Was it?
Yeah, give me a because we'd established last session you met him, so I'm gonna say give me a 2 because whether or not he talked about his weaknesses is one thing.
All right, 7.
You succeeded with style. You know that 5th and Ditko is fuck. What did I call it? The I have it pulled up here. Uh, where'd it go? Here it is. The Arx Magi, which is his Professor Destiny's version of the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Ooh.
So you know that if anything can stop this, he probably had some sort of magical doohickey stored inside of his secret lair.
All right. We only have to go to one place. And even better news, there's probably something that'll help. As I relay, like, oh, yeah, Professor, yeah, and I'll also, just while we're talking, like, I'll relay, like, yeah, Professor Destiny, he was, hero, blah blah blah. We didn't fight a lot of the same villains because he was doing magic otherworld stuff. But we
Also
did.
for Kayla, who's most likely taking notes on this, it's ARX space MAGI.
The Arcs Magi. Magi.
Not ARCX.
Thanks.
Nope, ARX.
This demented fucker.
It's literally just Latin for the Fortress of Magic.
Latin for your frickin' mom.
No, not my mom. Anyway. So yeah, not only do you, because I needed a 2 and you got a 7, not only that, you know how to get in to the fortress as well, because he trusted you as an ally well enough where you can, like, come in unannounced. So you know the secret knock to get in, because the Arx Magi looks on the surface like a public library, but if you do a special knock on the door, it opens up to the Arx Magi.
I guess we're all.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I remember this. Third brick on this pillar, and it's shave and a haircut, 2 bits. Wait. And he does one more knock, like 2 seconds after.
Yeah, you managed to get in. At this point, I will say by the time you get there, pouring out of the big portal in the sky are like winged gargoyle creatures.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Wait, are we all there, or is it just him? I assume it's just him.
You were given an address, so you can all get there around the same time.
I choose to believe that Red Rocket, reasonably speaking, should be there first.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely will be.
I choose to believe the only reason that we arrive at the same time is because Red Rocket, his suit is so difficult to put on without another person present.
Oh my god.
Like, it was made, like, he's a government-sponsored superhero. It was made to be put on him.
Yeah.
Very difficult to do it when...
Hey, look, I just like you. I put on my super suit one leg at a time. It just takes
Super
me
suit.
forever.
How decadent is United States? Or it's like, I meet with so many American celebrity. For example, popular rap man Sean Combs. Tell me where I can buy much baby oil to help fit into suit.
No.
Funny. I was kind of wondering how you'd tie in Diddy Combs.
Much baby oil.
No, Red Rocket's suit isn't particularly difficult to put on. He has to get it on in a hurry.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, my headcanon is it gets put on in like 5 seconds or whatever. It's just if you used a slow motion camera, it looks fully like a man trying to put on a wetsuit. Like, it happens in the blink of an eye, so no one notices it. But if you really slowed it down, it's him, like, he's got it just barely around his knees. He's kind of hopping up and down, like, motherfucker.
And oh, by the way,
one of his legs stuck behind the other.
And oh, by the way, I have more than one because, you gotta have one at the cleaners.
Now, also, I think the thing that would take him more time to get there is the fact that the airspace is currently occupied by flying gargoyle demons.
Yeah, flying gargoyle
what?
demons are my first concern. How many of them are there?
An army. They are pouring out like the Chitauri from the first Avengers movie.
Oh, shit.
Okay. One of us goes in there, finds the magic doodad that is certainly.
Yeah, no, most of us should be kind of out here to do the thing.
Hold on. And he plucks out a hair. Whoever's going in, take this. It'll give you like credence, something like that.
It'll give you what?
And there's magic defense stuff. It won't go off if you have my blessing, which I think this counts as.
If you think, so it's not guaranteed. Okay.
Why don't we take a second and you tell us exactly what the wizard told you? Just spare no detail.
All right. He said that I was allowed. He said that I was allowed entry whenever needed. That I can bring friends. And it's been a while. I don't know if he updated the defenses.
Oh, he's dead.
I mean, he's retired. Yeah, he's dead now. But, wizard, so. Eh.
I mean, dead.
Yeah, the original Professor Destiny is dead.
Yeah. Maybe I should just go inside.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah. You kids, do what you can. Just like looking up at the swarms of demons.
Do we want to divide our forces here, and maybe those of us that are more? All right. How about Impact, me, and Spindle go inside, since we can't actually fly, and Spindle stands the best chance at maybe being able to make some sense out of all this. And then in the meantime, Red Rocket, Epiphany, and me can stay out here. I might need some help in terms of getting from place to place, but I can do my best to help run support from out this way.
Hey, Daniel, I have a question.
And then just in
Can we
case
go into the other group chat to talk about it, though?
Sure. And also, now that the big sky portal opened up with a bunch of demons, you can see why I'm mad that Dr. Midnight wasn't able to show up tonight.
Yeah.
This is exactly his kind of thing.
All right, I will be right back. I'm going into the other chat with Spindle.
Yep.
I'm excited for this. Also, for those curious, Professor Destiny was I didn't know this guy existed.
Nice. I thought this was a thing that you and Daniel had extensively talked about.
No, I just learned that this guy exists as well. I mean, but like that feels legit. It's like you can kind of make up any character and say,
Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
Raymond knew that guy.
Yeah, yeah.
If they're old or retired or dead, I probably fought alongside them, and if they're not, I probably still know them.
What is your contacts role again?
My contacts it's one of my 3. It's one of my +3 skills.
Okay, I was gonna say, if that's not minimum a 3, you're fucking insane.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
I just love the idea that it's you either know the character in question or like a disciple or family member tangentially related to that character.
Yeah, it's like, do I know, Steam Power, the smoke-based superhero? No, I don't know that guy. But like, I know his mom. Not in a like your mom kind of way, just in a like, no, yeah, I know your mom. Yeah. Like, yes, I went to her bat mitzvah. Like, good to see you, man.
I was gonna say, friendly reminder, I did before mention the idea of a train-based supervillain who was a luchador that also wore a steampunk locomotive-themed mech suit named the Locomotive.
Oh my god.
What a weird concept to come back to.
I was on a lot of Dayquil when I
We
came
were
up
gone
with that,
for like half a minute.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
what I
right.
did.
Well, Impact's dead, and I think Soleil went evil. Like a lot of things happened while you were gone. It was very productive.
Who was
Yeah.
DMing while I was gone?
Me.
Ben
Oh,
came in
no.
for 5 seconds.
But yeah, we were joking about like his contacts roll being really high, and he mentioned like steam power, a presumably steampunk train-based superhero, and I remember that I had come up with a concept for an old villain of yours who was a Mexican luchador who I guess I'm now making it canon that he had a sidekick or partner named or hero that fought him named the Mexican American, who wore another mech suit, but in like the Mexican flag colors. Very Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio Jr. And I just love the idea of like the locomotive, who is a fan of both steampunk and lucha libre wrestling.
Yeah, the locomotive is what it's another term for an insanity plea when you commit a crime.
So, what are there results of your secret discussion?
Kind of.
No, sort of.
All right.
We'll see.
I was just wondering if something was happening right now.
No. Well, right now we may or may not be going into the building.
I mean, I'm going into the building. I think you kind of need me for passage or
You know,
what
you're
have
going. Wait,
Right.
so what was the teams you were breaking into? I'm sorry.
So the suggestion that I made was, for those of us that cannot fly, me, Impact, and you go into the sanctum. In the meantime, Red Rocket and Soleil stay on the outside to help evacuate civilians, when I go with them to help like run op and logistics from the ground, for whatever else they need, and then I can go with whatever team needs me.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
I love that. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like
that is how Ian refers to it, by the way.
Yeah. I feel like
You said
send a thing 1 or 2 with us, and Ian Prime stays out here to keep an eye on things and to the ground, try to drag him down and kick him. I don't know.
But yeah.
Flying villains have always kind of been my weak spot, not gonna lie.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's just a matter of once they're up there, it's hard to get them down.
I would assume you could throw stuff at them, but I guess that risks like
Use a
missing
rake.
and hitting other things you shouldn't.
Missing and it's harder than you think it is to like, it's harder than you think it is to throw a car. And they're not exactly aerodynamic.
Pretty well.
I never said a car. Okay, I see why you don't do that now.
What else am I gonna throw? There's only so many. But yeah, Raymond is gonna head on in to the Arcs Magi. I still don't know if it's a hard or soft G.
Magi.
And
Magi.
Spindle will follow.
Magi, as in the Magia.
What? How do you mean?
Arcs Magi.
Back in like the 70s, I want to say. The Comics Code Authority told Marvel that they weren't allowed to say the word mafia.
Oh yeah.
So for Spider-Man comics, for Spider-Man comics, they just invented the Magia, which is just the Mafia, but it's with a G, so it's fine.
I think it's the Magia. I think it's even closer sounding.
Yeah.
Not if you have my headcanon, which is that it's a criminal underworld just full of like Italian American Sopranos Godfather stereotypes that all also happen to be wizards.
Hey, I'm casting fireball over here.
Your headcanon is really weird, Luke.
I'm
But I
using
love
mage
it.
hand to stir the ragu.
Listen, I haven't been sleeping well, and I'm on a lot of
Get over
Dayquil.
here. Get out.
Oh my god, so life is basically a fever dream to
This
you.
isn't offensive at all.
I'm
I'm a
casting a modify memory to make you forget about it.
Listen, I was recently at a LARP where I suggested that somebody play also Daniel, please for the love of God, feel free to steal this idea of an undead mob boss called the Gabagool.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna unfortunately have so many there's gonna be a mob turf war between the Fish Mafia, the new Magia, because now that I've said I'm using modify memory to make you forget about it, there's absolutely going to be mob wizards.
It's
I feel like we should have an amnesia episode then.
Listen, on our list of tropes that we all wanted to see at some point in this game, body swap / power swap was one of them.
true. And you know what? Wizards facilitate that super well.
That is
We
true.
all get shrunk down real small, and we got to go on an adventure and learn a lesson.
I also, dude, I had a pitch for a character for if we do an Osmosis Jones go inside someone's body episode.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna say it because I'm saving it for if we. No, I can say it. General WT Blood Cell.
Oh.
God.
Just specifically, this pitch is for if we ever have to go inside of specifically Raymond or Red Rocket's body to fight a super virus or whatever. General WT Blood Cell is just an anthropomorphized white blood cell, but does have a gun. The
God.
logic being, well, these superheroes have been shot so many times. There's enough shrapnel and loose gunpowder in here that the white blood cells are now strapped.
Oh my God.
So anyway,
We enter the Arx Magi.
you are greeted at the door by somebody who already knows you, Impact. It is the ghost of the first Professor Destiny, who guards this place, who was burned at the stake as a witch.
Yeah.
And now
You're
haunts this
supposed to
place.
drown witches.
They were burned at the stake as a witch in
Right.
the 60s.
No, the first Professor Destiny is hundreds of years old.
Oh, I thought this was
think
the one
I'm
that
old,
he
kid.
knew.
Oh no, the one that
he's a
Impact
legacy hero.
knew was way down the generations of Professor Destiny.
Okay.
The title.
You didn't mention this was a legacy hero.
Well, yeah, I'm mentioning it now.
Yeah.
That's fair. I suppose that's why you said the first Professor Destiny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Professor.
Impact. Hello. It's nice to see you again. It seems you've brought guests into my sanctum.
Yeah, I wish I could say this was a social call, but I don't know if you can see outside these. I don't know if you can see outside the building, but there is a bit of a demon problem.
See, I didn't. I didn't actually give the last Professor Destiny a name.
Proctor.
What?
His name is Proctor.
Dr. Proctor.
Um,
Professor,
John
I'm sorry.
Proctor, professional witch.
You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, his name's John Proctor.
Yeah.
See, I told John he should have left the cloak in here where it could be protected instead of in that damn museum.
Yeah, people like to show their stuff off. I never understood it either.
I can feel I can feel its power on the roof of the sanctum.
Yeah. We were kind of crossing our fingers that there would be some kind of magic off switch.
Well, there is, but it takes great magical aptitude, which I don't know if any of you possess.
Just looking at each other.
It's like,
How
me?
was
No. Red Rocket? No. Ian? Definitely no.
I think we know someone, but he's not picking up the phone.
I fear one of you, in order for this to be done, may have to don the cloak and continue the line of the Professor Destiny.
I'll do it.
Oh, this is cool. That was
Wait.
out of character, but this is a
Wait.
cool idea.
Yeah, it's just
Oh.
I'll do it. Wait. Does the person who dons the cloak need to be human?
I don't. Are you not?
Are you not human?
No, I am a sapient. I am a, for the moment, sapient collection of lipids and blood cells that has been created in order to help you in impact.
Oh.
Cosmic magical power to one of the
If I'm gonna be,
clones,
if
at
I'm
the very
gonna be,
least until
if I'm
they've,
gonna
like,
be, if I'm gonna be completely honest,
stabilized, right?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm not completely following what's going on, but my instructions from, my instructions from Tag Team Prime were to try and be generally helpful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cloning.
Well, let's go get the tome that we need, and we'll come back to this.
See, the ghost just floats over impact. Your friend is weird. The ghost of a witch from the 1600s. Ayo, your boy's kind of harsh in the vibes.
See, I'm
Anyway,
not always the weirdest person in the room.
up on the roof, Soleil and Red Rocket, or Epiphany and Red Rocket, you see there's a guy on the roof. It doesn't look like he's not performing a ritual or anything. He's yelling, "Oh shit! Oh fuck!" and like throwing like basically magic missile at these gargoyles as they're trying to attack him.
Who is this person?
He is dressed like a dollar store costume magician.
So, like, top hat, vest, bow tie.
Yes.
Oh, is this?
It's a.
This?
Is this
It sure
that?
is, maybe.
Is this that new character you were going to introduce?
Yeah.
All right.
So it looks like at the moment he is doing the same thing you guys are here to do.
Okay.
Well, shit. At least he's on our side.
Well, we don't know that for sure. Hey, what's happening here?
Oh, good, the capes are here. Help?
Yeah, I guess I start shooting light beams at gargoyles as I continue to talk to him. So, considering you were on the scene first, what is this? What do you know so far that we do not?
I was trying to open a portal. It doesn't matter where. Everything is completely above board and legal.
Oh my god, there's another one of them.
And it didn't go exactly as planned.
Mm-hmm.
So this is accident.
I think I might have started an apocalypse, but we're not. I mean, I'm sure everything's fine. Like, I mean, you guys are here; it'll all be good.
Oh,
As you
yeah.
kind of hear, like from beyond the portal, a lot of like thunderous stomping that I don't know if it'll like. I mean, I'll try and see if it can go over Discord. You hear a. As
It did, in fact, go over Discord.
It did.
Yeah.
Let's backtrack a bit and start from the beginning. Who are you, and what? And explain to us in layman's terms what is happening.
Let him finish his description. Come on, man.
My name's Presto. And
That's the name I couldn't remember.
I'm definitely I'm a wizard, I guess. I don't know. That's kind of new to me.
Okay, curious. How like how did you acquire these new powers?
So while you guys are talking, I assume you're also like blasting apart these rock
Yes.
things. They are made of stone. They're
Oh, good.
like gargoyle creatures. Hang on, let's see if I can copy this image. Because I had this open and I forgot to copy and paste the image earlier. So let's see if it works. As he's explaining himself, you do see this figure appear in the portal.
Oh Lord.
Oh, dear.
And it is like skyscraper sized.
Don't like that. Don't like
Oh.
that.
Well, you see, I lost my job in construction, and I've always been told I was entertaining, so I got this book from like a Goodwill, and I thought it was going to teach me like close up magic, but it turns out it was like some sort of ancient tome.
What
And,
is ancient tome?
and now we're here.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So for one, I feel like you could have watched YouTube videos, which have obvious video shows about like how
Well,
to also
excuse me. Excuse me for supporting my local Goodwill.
Was it like your dream to become a magician, or do you just think you couldn't get another job in construction?
Well, I mean, I was always told I was a good showman. I was in school plays. I thought magic would be cool. David Blaine, he does the Mind Freaks. That's the guy, right?
That's two different guys.
Oh, it wasn't in the tome.
It wasn't in the tome.
It wasn't in the tome. You gotta understand.
Let me just say, 100,000%, we need to recruit Presto.
Yes.
You're gonna have to do a lot better. You'd be okay with that.
Like, he's actively
like
doing
Presto.
magic in front of you. Like, he's still like basically casting magic missile and shooting like force balls at these things.
Yeah, okay.
To
But
what
like
effect?
I've also established previously, though, that I believe that magic exists. I also don't necessarily approve of it. So like,
You don't approve.
yeah.
To what effect? How's he doing?
He looks like his costume has been slashed up. Like, he definitely needs help.
He's getting help. I'm actively helping and questioning.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have like a little initiative roll here, I guess. Because Spindle's inside, he does not automatically go first this time.
First combat, or unless I wasn't there for one.
You
Which I
weren't
wasn't.
there for one. Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess I will roll for that. I did stat them out, right? I better have this time, because I know I statted him out. Let me look at my notes. Let me pull my notes back up. I did give the gargoyle stats.
Yay!
All right. So I'm going to roll for them. They don't get a plus to this. If you beat a 1, you go first. Either one of you, the two of you can roll. Or 3, because you're also there, right, Luke?
I am also here.
Yeah, so
Sure,
the 3 of you can roll. If you beat a 1, you can go before these things.
Yeah. That's Tag Team Prime up there, right?
Is Tag Team Prime is with you?
No.
I mean, collectively, you guys still go first. Who wants to go
Okay.
first?
I'll go first and just take myself out of the equation and pull out my sidearm and start shooting at these things until I'm out of
Okay.
bullets.
Roll me shoot.
Making a shoot roll.
Oh.
Nice. Oh.
That was its athletics to not get shot.
Do you do meets it beats
Anyway.
it?
These things don't actually have any stress boxes. There's just a shitload of them.
Oh.
So I'm going to say yes, because technically it only has a 0 stress box to fill.
So I brought one down with a
Good
single
facts.
bullet from a Kalashnikov.
All right. They are going to go now. And I'm going to... Yeah?
Sorry. What happens when they get hit? Is it like a burst into magical dust, or like they crumble, or...
They crumble into rock and fall down.
Okay.
Sweet.
It does mean every time you shoot one of them, rocks fall onto the street.
I was thinking
Oh.
about that.
There are people down there.
Oh.
Is nobody evacuating people?
They're running, but this is a literal army. Part of this combat is absolutely going to be saving the people here.
Okay, I
I'm
guess
like,
we know what the other clone is doing.
yeah, like
Yeah.
getting civilians out of harm's way is going to be part of this. Mainly because I forgot to have that be part of it last combat.
Oh, yeah.
Well, to be fair, last combat was in a graveyard. I think there was no civilians at that point.
Yeah, I was going to have the funeral goers be there, but then I kind of forgot about them.
I assumed that they all ran when they started seeing the zombies come out of the ground.
Yeah. But anyway, it is
right.
their turn now, and they're going to go attack a civilian.
Oh.
They don't. You see somebody. I'm not even going to roll for the civilians. I just have a threshold for them to hit. You see one fly down at somebody trying to get into their car, and they do manage to close the car door as this thing like clasts down on it. It like crushes their car and shatters the window, but it can't get at the civilian.
Hey,
You know, modern vehicles with their safety crumple zones.
All right. We're now going to cut for this part of the combat back to the people inside as they are going through what looks to be like, imagine the Sanctum Sanctorum from like the MCU movies where there's just like a bunch of weird display shit of like magical items in like
Wow, this place
cases.
is just like where I live, just a lot fancier.
So
And he's gonna walk over to one of the items and not touch it, but he's just looking closer at them as they walk.
You see like a scarab brooch that like it's like sitting on a thing as if its legs are like basically like clasped to the display thing, and as you look at it, its wings like flitter like it's alive.
Ooh.
So,
Ooh.
follow-up question I have for the wizard, the
Yes.
wizard ghost. You said that in order to stop this, one of us may have to put on a cloak. Could you elaborate a bit on why you said that with the amount of gravity that you did?
Those who put on the cloak of Professor Destiny take on the mantle. In essence, they lose themselves to the magic.
Oh,
As I'm still
Yes.
looking at the scarab, and by lose yourselves to the magic, what do you mean?
Well, Professor Destiny takes over your body.
Like, just where do you go?
Oh, you're still there the whole time. In fact, you're the one who feels all the pain. Every fight.
Oh.
Eternally trapped, screaming inside of your own body.
Yeah, you still feel age, and you have to remind him to eat because your body still needs to do that.
yeah. It was. John was pretty good. You know, he had a
I
good
just kind of
relationship with the professor, but
the clone just
it,
kind of leans over to Raymond, like, and you're sure this guy wasn't a villain?
I'm sure. Look, he wasn't. The ethics behind it were questionable, but he did good work.
So
That's what I can tell you.
if we wear the cloak, we become this person.
Oh, you're up on the roof.
Oh, I'm up on
This
the
is
roof.
happening inside of the building.
I see.
Have any of the he's gonna step away from the scarab now. Have any of the previous wielders had powers?
I mean, some of them have been skilled wizards in the past. Others have been pure of heart who took on the task because nobody else could.
But no, I mean like, has any of them been like one of us? Like with super strength or cloning or
No,
no?
not to my knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, let's
Um,
hope that doesn't disagree with the cloak.
I'm gonna assume whoever puts the cloak on isn't going to be able to willingly take it off, right?
No, which is why I said it with such gravitas.
It's always good to double check.
Well, again, I don't really have an internal sense of self anyway, and my orders were just to try and be helpful in stopping the invasion. So, and then the just kind of gives you double thumbs up. Just, let's get me killed, or just let's get me imprisoned.
Uh,
We will keep that as an option. But I think
You're both far too important. Ian cares if you die.
uh, if we can
I
find
know
an
this
option
might
where
not
no one
mean
has to
much
don the
coming
cloak,
from me, but I think all of you need to go to therapy.
yeah.
Well, there is no all of me. It's just me. And again, there is no me. I don't really exist. You could
Is
fully
it
This is
really
a
no
cut.
one
conversation for another
other
time
than
when there's not gargoyles killing everybody.
Mhm. It's
The-
the again talking about the good place from earlier. Just Janet being like, "Press this button to kill me," and everyone like, "I don't feel good about this, guys."
kill me, kill me, kill me? Yeah.
Mr. Misi,
Are you sure there's not another option, Professor? Other than identity replacement?
Unless you can produce another wizard, I don't
Well,
know. I don't know. But what do I know? I'm dead. This doesn't affect me.
Yeah, I guess that's the benefit of being dead. Du-du-du. So, what are we looking for in the Arcs Magi?
She
Book.
points at like a glass case containing a book that looks very old and magical.
Oh, well, uh, can we pick it up, or is this a
It's not going to
handled with
bite you.
care?
I mean,
Alright.
yes, and it's an ancient tome. Handle it with care, but it's not going to bite you.
Spindle will pick it up
Well, not that
while
book.
they're talking about it.
It's not in the
Alright.
You
tome.
what?
What?
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I was gonna say while they're talking about it, as soon as he hears it's not gonna bite, Spindle picks it up and opens it.
It is in a language that you do not know. Well, huh.
Hello, people.
It
If
is in
anyone
an.
knows.
It is definitely in an ancient language, like of Earth. It's not like something that's. It's not like in some sort of crazy mystical language. It's just in a language that no one spoke it in like 12,000 years.
It's like linear
How about
B or
this?
something.
Can I roll like lore and see if another dimension is speaking that language because they moved differently?
Yeah. Get me a. Give me a 4 to be able to read this tome.
Oof.
I want to invoke my high concept.
Yeah, go ahead. What is it?
Tied within the strands of fate, so I would be able to see the other dimensions, as that is the thing he should be able to do.
Yep. Not only that, you realize that this book is like as you're reading it, a lot of the magical stuff that it's talking about sounds kind of like what you do. Like they're referring to like this is a book on how to basically traverse the multiverse, and closing a portal is like the language they're using is like sewing it up with the strings of the universe basically.
His eyes widen as he reads that, and he's still kind of reading through. And as I assume those two are still even talking about picking the book up, because I just kind of did it as I heard it safe, I'm just gonna look up and be like, can I borrow this after we're done?
I suppose if you anyone could be a student of the mystic arts. If you would like to come back for lessons, I'm more than willing to help. I got nothing better to do. Not like there's another Professor Destiny around for me to like train.
You're literally trying.
I might take you up on that. I might also bring a turkey.
What does that?
And he's gonna close the book and he's gonna start walking up towards the room.
Is just looking at fucking Impact like you gotta stop bringing people like this around.
How am I not the weirdest one in the room?
I don't know what to tell you.
I'm a ghost from the 1600s.
I know, but listen, they keep getting wackier with the powers these days.
Now listen, again,
These days.
I understand that you may feel a little conflicted about the decision to completely rob me of all agency and trap me in an eternal liminal hell of my own making. But don't worry. We can get back up to the roof and just make another one of me to reassure you that it's okay.
I'm really dropping down the list of weirdest thing in the room.
It's a hard life. I know. And
It's
I
just
will.
this poor. Was it a woman you said?
Yeah. To
This
describe
poor-
her, she's wearing like a real like classically witchy outfit.
Uh-huh.
The word you're looking for is afterlife.
Like imagine witch, she's wearing that, and she's got like a I don't know, like a her hair's like done up in like a bun, so you can't really see it under the hat. Um, and I guess obviously like white lady because it was the 1600s and in a colonial America, and it's kind of who was there.
Oh well. Dang. I was about to send a picture of my D&D character that's like a witch. And be like, yeah, because you said hair up in buns, and I was like, oh, my character, the little character art I have has them up in buns. But then you said white, and I was like, never mind.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the roof.
All right, next person in combat. Now that Red Rocket went out of either what's it called? Either one of tag team's clones that's with you, or Soleil. Who would you like? Or Epiphany. Who would you like to go?
Red Rocket, you get to make that decision.
He's probably muted again.
Sorry, I
almost
was
certainly is.
muted. Oh my goodness. All right, let's turn Jamie loose on him.
He's not there
Impact.
yet.
Oh, who? Well, shit. Who
You're-
is with me?
Your options on the roof are Epiphany or one of Impact's, or not Impact, one of tag team's clones.
Oh,
Well,
let's throw
actually,
it over.
it is me up there.
Let's throw it over.
Tag team or Epiphany.
Let's throw it over to Epiphany.
Okay, cool. Let's see. So, since half of this fight is kind of going to be protecting the civilians below, as gargoyles are being destroyed, I want to create um kind of like, I don't know, the easiest way to describe it is like a platform that like tilts inward and leads to a slide. So when the debris starts falling, it gets directed away from civilians and like off into a pile on the side.
All right.
So roll crafts.
Yeah, get me this is just making a thing, so give me like a 1.
I got
You
6.
succeed with so much style.
Catch all of the debris.
Perhaps
It's neatly
stylish
placed.
of succeeding.
You've basically created like a roof extending over the like from the roof of the building over to the roof of the next couple of buildings on this block with a funnel in it that like takes the rocks over to like the center of the road basically. Like the biggest area for it to not like do any property damage.
Ooh,
Just like a massive, just like a big old overhang, basically. Over
Yeah,
a lot.
you no longer have to worry about the civilians having rocks falling on them. There are still under the barrier some some of the like the stragglers of gargoyles, like the one attacking that car, that are still there. I'm gonna say there's like, to make this brief, like 3 of them, and once you beat those 3, you don't have to worry about the civilians anymore with that roll.
Was a very good roll. All right.
Yeah, one of the ones down there does look bigger and tougher though. It doesn't have any wings, but it's like the size of 2 of them stacked together and just as wide.
oh, that's not good.
And none of them have the smaller ones don't have weapons. The bigger one has like a big like demon like Oni club looking thing, like a beaded bat.
Mm.
Okay.
Are they gonna do anything? Because it's their turn.
It is their turn. I almost forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we were all kind of waiting for you to like continue. Like, are
I
they
forgot it was their
gonna?
turn. Just
Yeah.
describing stuff. Anyway, one of the what's it called? One of these gargoyles on the roof is going to go after. I'm going to say there's 3 of you on the roof, plus the guy who I'm not going to count, because he's got his own shit going on. Minus is tag team, neutral is Red Rocket, plus is Epiphany. So they're going after Red Rocket.
Oh
Two of
no!
them are going to fly up at you and flank you. So roll however you're going to dodge and beat a. Let's see if they both rolled 1. So beat a 1.
Speed is life. I'm going to accelerate out of the way and just go up.
All
So
right.
that'll be flight, right?
Yeah, what you use drive for?
I'm sorry?
You use drive for that.
Oh, right. Gotcha. Oh, gotcha.
Well, you've succeeded.
As I
Can you
always do.
succeed with style on a defend?
Say again?
I was asking Luke, who also runs a fake game. Can you succeed with style on a defend?
No. So generally, the way that fight resolves itself is it's the difference between the fight rolls is how much damage you take. Actually, no. I believe you can succeed with style on defend. It just gives you a boost to your next thing.
Yeah. So if you on your next turn, if you attack one, you get a +2.
Here's what I'm going to do. When it's my turn. I'm going to
Yeah.
wait for my turn and tell you what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do.
All right. Soleil, who would you like to go next? I keep calling
Gee,
you by your civilian name, Epiphany.
yeah. Gee, I wonder who I could pick. I think I'm gonna have to pick tag team.
I have just a real out of pocket idea.
I thought you might.
Daniel, here's what I'm going to ask you. Okay.
Yeah.
These gargoyles just like flying kind of all around and below and around us, correct?
Yeah.
Cool. I think the best option here is I'm going to make my third clone, or my second clone, my third me, and I want to have them jump off of the building and attempt to land on one of their back. And if you will let me do this, I want to land on one of their back and try and either with like a knife or with just like grabbing onto them, I want to attempt to ratatouille them to turn them into a vehicle.
Yeah. Go ahead and. I guess to do it, what would you roll for that?
Probably athletics to land on one of them, and then lore, because it's like the genetics to know, like, okay, if I like, it depends on whether you want to rule it as like I'm just steering them, or if I can literally like ratatouille take control of their body.
Oh, it's absolutely going to be a drive once you actually pilot
Yeah.
it. But
I
it's
think that there's no biology to speak of because they are
That's why.
gargoyles.
Listen. That's why I was like to ratatouille them. I don't have
Yeah.
drive, so I don't know if I should do that actually. The civilians are still technically in danger, correct?
yes. In fact, there's one of them who is trapped in their car that's currently getting mauled at.
That's below us on the street, correct?
Yes. Which thankfully, they just made or Epiphany just made a very fun slide to get down there.
Oh, yeah.
Great. I'm
Be a
going
rough
to
landing, but
Great. I'm gonna send the clone down the slide, and attempt to insert the gif of Braun Breaker. I forget who was the victim, or Carlito, like just
Carlito.
cutting him, breaking him completely in half. And I just send the clone to just attempt to spear this thing completely in half.
All right.
And so I'm going for it. Um, I'm not actually trying to do shifts of damage to it, so I'm not going to roll fight. I'm going to roll athletics because I want to create an advantage on it to basically give it the aspect of grappled.
All right. Roll that, and it's gonna roll its fight to defend. Beat it too.
Did I not do that just now? I
No, you
guess I
didn't
didn't.
roll.
Huh, weird.
Well, you got it too.
Uh,
Um,
oh, it's meets it beats it, correct?
I guess in this, well, yeah, you can
Because I'm
succeed at
not,
a
because I'm
cost
not.
for this one because you're not trying to do shifts of damage. And in order to kill them, you need to do 0 shifts of damage, which is why it was meets it beats it.
Well, I'm
But
not
in
trying
this
to do.
instance,
Yeah.
yeah, in this instance, it would be succeed at a cost.
So it's succeeding at a minor cost, right?
Yeah, which I suppose would just be a shift of damage as it scratches you.
Fair enough. Um, how many shifts of damage do my clones have?
That's a good question.
I
How
feel
many
like
shifts of damage would they?
similarly.
Probably half
Like
of whatever you have.
That's fair for now. But yeah, anyway, I'll just fucking take off at it and just spear this thing around the middle and just start as I get it like fully in essentially a wrestling hold, try and signal to the woman like now is a good time for you to run. I've got this.
Wow. You just assumed that it was a woman in distress. It could be a guy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm straight up picturing the scene from the Avengers.
Yeah.
And the one scene that's playing out in my head, it is a woman trapped in the car. Uh, I try and telegraph to this gender ambiguous individual, um, that now would be a good time for them to run.
You said that bolded.
Hit that shit with a capital T.
That John Marco Ceresi bit of, oh no, she's dead.
Oh my god. But yeah. So that's what I'm attempting. Uh,
Yeah.
so
It
that
works.
one
She gets
now.
the
So
roll.
so it was a she. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm fucking with you. It's a she now that you said it was. I didn't give them a gender before.
um. But yeah. So.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess the bad guy's turn now.
Yep.
Um, I'm gonna have that big guy who's down there go. And he's going to roll fight against your clone. Uh, so I guess roll however your clone's going to defend.
Okay. Mm. Um. I'm gonna use the aspect of trained as a spec ops soldier since childhood.
Can your clones use your aspects?
They have all the experiences and muscle memory that I have.
All right, then yeah,
Still
Uh,
spending your fate points, so
yeah.
that's fair.
But yeah, so it gets a +2. So it gets a 6.
All right, so you do not get hit by this. It is swinging its big club at you. How do you get out of the way?
Oh man, I don't think I rolled high enough for this. Ah, man. I was gonna say it'd be so cool to try and you know what? Will you let me make a roll to just try and because I've got this thing in a wrestling hold, move the one that I'm grappling in front of the hit and see if I can make it hit its own friend?
Um,
Or would that have been if I had succeeded with style?
I can say that you can, as an aspect, invoke that you are grappling it.
Mhm.
And they only have one shift of damage to do anyway. So yeah, you can make him kill his friend. Genuinely, you were still grappling it. Had you failed, it would have slammed you into the car, killing it anyway.
Fair enough, but also my clones don't have that many shifts of damage, so I would have also died.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
feel like
so
yeah.
no, go ahead.
But I was gonna say, I feel like we can safely say that, like, I think it's fair that, like, the fact that you can make multiple dudes, they go down, you
What's
know?
up? You said it's fair that they go down
Oh,
easy?
yeah. Did I cut out? Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you did.
Yeah, I feel like it's fair that, like, clones similar to these magical summons go down in one hit.
You
The
are
benefit being you can just make more.
I mean, yeah, no, absolutely fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say I'm all right with letting them take a hit as long as it's like, well, how many physical stress do you have, like as tag team?
I have up to my 3 stress box.
So 3, yeah, I'll say they have a 1 stress box they can take before they instantly die.
Okay, so they can take 1 stress box, but they have no consequence slots.
Yes.
Got it. But that means also if they take any damage more than 1, they just automatically explode.
Yes.
They can take
Yeah.
exactly 1 hit point of damage. Yeah, I am that is perfectly valid. I am so fine with that.
Well, technically they can take 2 hit points of damage
I am so fine with that.
because they can tank the first hit, they die at the second.
Yeah, so I just roll this thing in
Add that
front
to
of
your
its
character
friend.
sheet.
Yeah, I'm doing so now.
It took us this long to figure that out. I guess they've never really been attacked.
No, that's just kind of roughly how we've done it. We've just never really codified it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they have been attacked, but it's been like a hit that would have like outright killed somebody anyway.
That's the
Versus
thing.
like,
Yeah,
Yeah, it's been like
getting shot or cut in half type deal.
pretty much. Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
yeah.
so that's the bad guys. I will say at this stage, um, Impact and Spindle and your other clone are out on the street with the tome.
I do want to correct one thing I said from before. I did not close the book. He kept reading it as we walked.
All right.
Impact has to do the thing of, like, just sort of holding you by the shoulders to make sure you don't run into the other weird magical artifacts.
I will come up with other stuff
That's
that you've learned from this book later.
I got the important bits for this issue or episode if we're talking about TV shows. I understand what you're hinting at. I think. But
Hmm.
I'm liking this session a lot for things that I can think of for Spindle. Anyway, is it one of our turns since we're out, or is it
I think
still
it's-
round
I'm saying,
robin?
I'm
think
saying
it's my
that
turn to pick
tag
this
team
year.
can choose one of you to go.
Got it.
I'm gonna say Spindle. I want to know what you're thinking of.
So I just want to reiterate the words that you said to me when I read the book, Daniel.
Yeah.
The portals in the book that is supposed to help us are opened very similarly to how my powers work, right?
Yeah, sort of a mix of yours and Dr. Midnight's, where Dr. Midnight being very good at opening portals, your powers are significantly good for closing them.
Stitching
Got
them together.
Because you can basically a portal in the sky like this is a rip in reality's fabric, and you are a walking sewing kit.
Yeah, exactly what I thought was gonna happen. Okay.
I have a
I'm-
question that may be important on your behalf.
Okay.
Um, what's it called?
Your mom?
Oh, no. Oh fuck. What was I gonna say? Oh, when you say it sounds similar to what you do you mean it sounds similar to his powers, or like the mechanics of opening a portal are very similar to his research when he was a scientist, but with just different language?
Both. It sounds like people figured out how to do this with magic before you figured out how to do it with science. It's the
Mhm.
difference between the spell create bonfire or me taking a flint and steel to make a bonfire.
But I mean, also, like, it's like when you read descriptions of scientific processes from like there were scientists doing experiments with static electricity in ancient Egypt. And it's like they're
Yeah.
describing exact like building a generator basically, but just the language they're using is more steeped in arcane tradition. I just didn't know if it might be significant to know that if Spindle is essentially reading a physics textbook.
No, it's
Probably in
very
a
much
way.
magic.
Is magic.
So
I guess a more equivalent instead of the bonfire, it's more along the lines of this book is teaching you how to cast like meteor swarm uh way before humans invented a nuke. This shit is like incredibly complex magic.
if I use my vision's power where I can see into the future by asking you, would that be considered an action for my turn?
Yes.
Okay. If that is the case, Spindle is going to reread the passage about how it's very similar. And then he's going to. We're on the floor, like the ground floor, not the roof, right?
Yes, you just walked out of the building.
The slide isn't blocking us from getting up, right? It's just
It
in
kind
the
of is,
air.
but you can get around it well enough.
Okay, so I am, unless this uses my action, going to use the strings to grab me and Impact and the extra clone, and I don't know if the ghost is either with us or able to be grabbed, and I'm gonna just bring us to the roof.
I will say there is more stuff down here. Like there are the biggest
Oh,
guy
there's
is down here.
pavilions and the biggest guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Uh, I
I'll
messed
worry
up.
about
You're
the
right.
guy. For
I'm just gonna look at Impact and go, I think I got this. And I alone then am gonna go up.
Okay. That I'm
Yeah.
gonna count that as your movement action. So like you can that's not
That's
your action for the turn. That's you moving to a different zone.
that's fair. Spindle is now looking at either the cloak or the portal itself.
Ooh,
And
that reminds me. While you are on the ground floor, when you kind of like look around to see what's happening in an alley, you specifically see a guy in like a sort of like a grayish cloak covering his face. Well, you don't know what their gender is. I'm just a guy as person. I should specify.
we see a they.
Yeah, you see a they in a cloak in an alley, looking up at you. Or I say looking. They're looking at you. They're on the ground level too. Um, and you blink, and they're gone.
That was me that saw that.
Yes, that is you who saw that.
What happens when one invokes a trouble on themselves?
You get a fate point.
Can I invoke paranoid? I don't know what. I will even leave that up to you, but I feel like if that happened, I would be distracted for the turn.
Yeah, if you follow him, you get a fate point, but you are the one holding the ancient tome.
Now
sucks.
may not be the time.
Hmm. Oh, god damn it. Here's what I'm gonna do.
I heard a roll. What are you rolling for? Oh, wait.
I'm gonna hand Impact the book and say I will be right back.
What? I
I
can't.
think I
Okay.
understand. I think I understand what's going on, but also I think I saw something. And then he just runs.
You run
Okay.
off into the alley. On the side of one of the buildings that the alley is in, you see a similar tear in the fabric of reality sewing itself back up. As you get there and you just miss it.
Uh, I'm already here. Let's waste the turn.
I think that was wasting the turn, right?
Well, no,
No,
that is fully wasting. Oh, it isn't?
you haven't taken an action yet. You haven't. This technically also isn't even another zone.
Fair enough.
The portal fully closed.
Yes, you did miss it. You did see the same figure peering out at you through the portal as it closed. You can see that they're fully wrapped up in this cloak and hood and everything. They only have one exposed eye. And it stares back at you as the
Sure it
portal.
did. Okay. Um, that sucks. He is going to hang around a bit. I guess trying to look through dimensions, trying to see if any of the ones nearby is seeing another man that looks like that pop out. And I am going
Roll,
to waste the turn,
roll
mostly
me
through paranoia
lore.
for that.
Roll me
Okay.
lore and get me a 3. I will also give you an extra +2 from the book, from the fact that you just read how this works, to let you succeed with style.
Let's go.
I think 4, 5, 7, 7 would succeed with style on a 3. Oh no, it's +2, so it's only 6, which
PS5.
I think that worked.
Well, if it's a 3, it's +2 is 5, and I have a 4 +2 is 6, so yeah.
Yeah, either way, you you can pinpoint exactly where this portal went and you can follow him.
Right now,
Yes.
do I even technically have the ability to open port? I mean, I guess because I just wrote the book.
It's not necessarily opening the portal, it's if we're talking about this like fabric,
We're ripping the seam that was just written.
yeah, somebody just sewed it up and you can take the new seam and spread it apart so you could slip through.
You're giving me really difficult decisions today, Daniel.
If you do it, I'll give you another
Do
fate
it.
point.
Do it, bro. Do it.
You
Sorry,
gotta
peer
do it,
pressure.
bro.
Yeah,
You
no,
have
I guess
to.
I will reach my hand out and grab the strands that I can see and just tear. And I guess I'll step through.
You open the portal. You are on the same, or you're in the same alley as you were before. But you look out and the city is in ruins. The sky is still red and overcast red. But the portal is no longer there. Instead, where like whatever the tallest building in the city is a gigantic throne with that big demon guy that I had the picture of sitting on it.
Ah,
This is the timeline where you fail. And that's where I'm going to leave your turn for now as I return to somebody else.
that's fair.
Now that we actually have a new person in the fray, I'm actually going to say, roll me however you would defend.
Me?
For Louis. However you would defend.
Defend against what?
That they're also going to spend a fate point to re-roll that.
What are they attacking me with?
You don't
What's
know.
up?
Oh, that's not better. Yeah, roll a defense.
Okay, can I invoke my basic precog to know since I can see hits coming?
No.
That's my power stunt.
Oh,
That's
that's so
terrifying.
scary.
Not only can you not, you very much noticeably can't.
Oh my god. I think
That's
I know what's
great.
going on, but oh my god. Hold on 1 second. If
Oh,
it
we
can't
love.
be that, it would have to be Will, since he defends himself with the strings.
Ooh, even better.
So, rolling
Oh
Will.
no.
That is such a bad roll.
Oh,
I'm happy it was my
no.
+4. That's a +6.
Use one of those fate points you just got.
Oh yeah, no, I'll use a faint point to reroll since I have like 5 of them after that, I think. Or 3, 4, yeah, 5. That's better.
He is going to invoke his own fate point that he has. He is going to match with you. He's only going to tie, which means he can't. He'd have to succeed at a major cost for this.
Okay.
He can control the strings too.
I knew it. I
You.
know
So
what
your
you're doing.
So your defense is something he can turn against you. He's also only going to get a 7. His major cost is that you see his face.
And it's you.
And it's your face.
Yeah.
Yep. I knew
Except
that
with
was
a
coming.
his cloak sort of like fades off to the side as it's you, but like with a big scar going over one of the eyes. As he throws a bionic hand at you. He's just. I don't think this is going to knock you out because you tied. It's not even going to do any shifts of damage, but you do get hit by a metal hand to the head. And we're going to have that fight
Later.
after I. After I send it to. Or actually, no, it was your. No, it's the bad guys. The bad guys get to go. No, that was him. Never mind. I'm losing track of everything I'm doing right now.
Yeah, no, we're now in
Oh,
2
good.
modes of combat. I am
So I guess
100% okay unless you think I can get back before their combat is over to wait until they're done.
the only person left would be Impact.
Although I
So it's
guess I'm
Impact
their
turn.
end.
All right. All right. I hand the. I'll hand the book to the Ian clone. And I'll say, take that upstairs and explain what we just learned, and I don't know, propose it to the group. Propose your idea to the group. I'm gonna deal with this guy, and I'll start the big meet to Mr. Big and Ugly over there, the big demon with the Oni club.
All right, roll your fight against its fight. Did I give it a 4 for fight?
6. Double 4s.
Oh wait. Yeah. You do 2 shifts of damage to it as you Actually, how much does it have? I have to look at its stats. Um, so it's 2 damage. There we go. All right. Describe what you do.
I'm actually going to spend a fate point to make it so I'm succeeding with style, if that's all right.
Yeah, go ahead. So
And
that's
I would like
4 shifts.
4 shifts, and with that, I believe this is correct. With that succeeding with style, could I apply the aspect broken weapon to this guy?
Yeah, you can disarm him.
Swing forward.
It goes to swing at
Yeah,
you and
I
breaks the
swing
club against you.
Oh, I was gonna describe it
Oh.
the other way, where I reel back to swing, it tries to block, and I punch through the club.
Yeah, that works too. So it throws down the broken halves of the club as you also left a giant crack in its chest.
All right. Yeah, and that will do it for me. I did send the tag team clone up with the book, and was the ghost able to leave? I assume this is the thing where the ghost isn't able to leave the Archmage.
No, she can't leave the premises.
Yeah, I figured. All right. So hopefully, clone number 1 will be able to explain the situation.
All right.
Bad guy?
Yeah. So I'm gonna say I said there was 3 down here. One of them being the big guy. So I'll say the other gargoyle that's down here is gonna do something. It is going to. There was some guy jogging. Is going to get attacked at. Oh, I didn't roll there with their plus.
No.
They did not meet the threshold.
Oh, okay.
They needed 2 in order to hit these people. Because I don't want to have to roll for the pedestrians, and they have a 2, so I figured a flat 0 would be common enough.
That tracks.
So it is going at a guy. He ducks into a bush and it misses him. This street is near the equivalent of Central Park, which would be the 3rd zone, should you need to go there. So he was kind of jogging around the perimeter of the park, and he just dives into a bush. That was the bad guy's turn. It's back to the top. Impact, who would you like to go next?
Oh boy.
I will say. Let's see here. I feel like either tag team to resolve the clone or Red Rocket because he said he had something he wanted to do.
Yes.
Let's go with Red Rocket. I want to see what you had planned because.
Now these demons are still pouring out of the sky, are they not?
Yes.
Okay. From one end of the demon cloud to the other, I'm going to accelerate to over Mach. How fast can I go? Let's see. I know it's fast as speed of sound.
I think we're about to find out.
Point 0.185 Mach. I'm gonna fucking put the beans to it and fly straight past them and hope the sonic boom will destroy them all, or at least some of them.
Yeah, go ahead. That sounds sick. Roll me your flight. And I'm going to roll. I didn't give the big demon any stats, but I feel like he'd be affected by this too because he's standing outside the portal. Nah, he'll be fine. I don't think it's.
He's the lose condition. Nothing can affect him.
Oh yeah, if you guys fuck up bad enough, that's why you're near the Central Park, somewhere big enough for him to stand.
You know, I will say, I don't know if it affects what you think your top speed is, but the fastest Soviet-produced jet in 1960 was a prototype named the Myokoyan Girovich Ye. which flew at Mach 2.8.
All right, they don't have anything to like
Mikoyan
physique,
Gurevich, the Migs.
which is what I would make them roll. So they're just gonna roll a flat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you still beat them with style.
Baby.
Now that the civilians are safe from the falling rubble, thanks to Epiphany.
Oh yeah, that would
You
have been bad.
you shatter some windows,
As was
but
expected.
you punch a gigantic hole in this army. Hang on.
Woohoo!
Can I invoke my trouble aspect for a fate point real quick and just say that I now have the negative aspect tinnitus acting up?
Yeah, go ahead and take a fate point.
It's like, God, hate that.
Hang on.
Right
This
in
is
my
what
ear.
happens.
It is super fucking light, and there's two of them. It's a double boom.
Boom. Ah! Didn't cover my ears in time. Ow.
Gonna put the appropriate invincible gif here.
Feel free to show that on stream.
Ooh, I certainly will. There we go.
I'm glad I wasn't there to hear it.
That's about what I was going for.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you
Man,
blow a hole through their advance party.
Out of curiosity, Red Rocket, I don't know when the last time you read a comic book is. Do you know what the words infinite mass punch mean?
No.
Hey, that's horrifying.
Basically, it's the Flash's signature finishing move where he runs around the entire Earth to build up momentum, where he is at one point basically traveling so fast that it condenses all of his mass into a singular point, where he can punch essentially with the mass of a collapsing dwarf star because he's
Ooh,
running
ow.
at near lights because he's running at near light speed.
That seems like overkill, don't you think?
Not for the kind of things that he uses it on.
I guess not. Well, I'm made out of meat, and I damage easy.
Yeah. There's a
I'm just
reason that
saying, we'll
he's
talk.
not punching the rocks.
Yeah, I'm not punching the rocks. I'm doing this.
Yeah, only a crazy person would do something like try to punch a rock. That'd be ridiculous.
All right. Well, I'm gonna throw it over to tag team.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
I
the
will.
enemies first.
Yeah, it is the
What?
bad guy's turn, so I'm gonna have a rock punch impact.
Ooh.
Roll to defend against the advanced party's leader.
Rolling to defend against Rock Punch. Alright. And where's my frickin'? There it is. Wacha!
Um,
Ooh, we tied.
yeah, he doesn't. He punches you and nothing happens.
I do have tinnitus, if you want to invoke that.
I guess, but you
It
can
would
also
mean
invoke
giving.
the fact that you disarmed him. So I think I'll save that for if he's winning more,
Fair
or
enough.
like if he really needs it.
Fair enough.
Make it more interesting. Yeah. So that's the bad guy's
Cool.
turn. Who's going now?
I believe you said tag team?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I was on mute. Yeah, tag team. Please take it away.
Yeah. So my clone gets up to the roof and is saying into the communicator as well, so everyone can be appraised of it. That the good news is that the person or the spirit in charge of this place said that all we need to do in order to close it is somebody needs to put on the magic cloak and take up the mantle of some kind of, it seems like an ancient spirit possessing you and taking over your body. Ordinarily would be existentially horrifying. However, the good news is that if you don't have the capacity to form existential thoughts, uh, so basically just like all I need is to be shown the cloak and get the go ahead from the team, and we can get this sacrifice moving.
Yeah. The
Uh,
other, in between punches,
mhm.
Raymond chimes in. The other option was if there was another wizard, they could maybe try to close it with the book, but we just
Well,
lost Spindle, who seems to be the only one who could read it. So
I was just about to
we
say, don't forget that Spindle said he
yeah.
has an idea of how to fix it. He'll be right back.
To quote Sir Pentious, he says insane shit all the time. How was I supposed to know this was the one where he actually meant it?
Oh, Jesus.
yeah. Also,
So
Spindle said like, "Oh, he has a plan," but then Spindle also disappeared. So it's like, okay, 50-50 on whether Spindle gets back before the giant demon gets closer. So
I'm gonna be honest, I know we joke about it a lot, but I really do think if we survive through this, we should have a real conversation about having Spindle and Dr. Midnight drug tested before allowing them to try to help save the world. I'm worried about them.
yeah. As a kind of part of now potential problem, so Tag Team Prime, just thinking if your clone puts on the cape and gets possessed by this thing, if he can't be unsummoned afterwards, he becomes a full person wearing this and whatever comes with that afterwards.
I I maybe I don't know the rules to this. Uh for now, maybe we hold off on that plan. I don't know if just like negotiating with myself of like perhaps not at the moment. Uh and I'm gonna So Dana,
hey, isn't
what
there a wizard up there with you?
There sure is.
yeah, I
Like
was
I
just
can't.
thinking I was
Yeah.
just thinking about that of like I still want to talk to this fuck. I wasn't done with him.
Hey, I'm
Uh
casting fucking spells over here.
okay. Focus up. For what was your name again?
You call me Presto.
Presto. What is your real name?
Preston?
Preston.
Fair enough.
And it's like, look, uh something that you did, whether or not you know it, was powerful enough to open this portal. That means that and it's like that means that you or it's like that means you are powerful enough to close it. And it's like I need you to he has the tome with him, right?
The clone? Yeah.
No, the guy, Preston.
Wait,
Or is it a different tome?
uh, the tome that came out of the well, I already forgot what I called it.
Which tome did Preston use
The
that
arts
didn't
Uh,
The Goodwill one.
yeah, no, he does not have his Goodwill tome with him at the moment. But or no, he
for magic.
no, I guess he would actually have it, yeah. But
Radical
no, the
Salvation.
Goodwill tome is not the tome that's going to have the solution to this. Arch Magi, that's what I called it. The tome from the Arch
okay,
Magi is what's going to help.
great. I want to hand him the tome. And I see somewhere in here is the secret to closing this portal and saving everyone here. I need you. And I said, whatever we can do to help you, fine. But you may be the only one who can save everyone here.
He looks at the tome, looks back at you. Just, do you have like a I don't know, magical gobbledygook to English dictionary?
Your other tome
Yeah.
wasn't written like this?
No, it was written in English.
Okay.
That was a good
He
tome.
hands you the tome that he had. You open it and you can't read it. It is not English.
Freaking excuse me?
Can I see what language it is?
Whoa.
Roll me a lore. I'm not. I'm in the Discord right now. I haven't seen what you rolled. Give me a. Would Ian have studied this? Well, the other Nazis around him probably did.
Mhm.
Give me a 2.
I got a 5, so I succeeded with style.
Yeah, you know that this is in a different ancient script, like ancient Sumerian, um, with like other levels of mysticism. Um, you remember other Nazi officers talking about how like people of like a mystic bloodline are tied to like this ancient language.
I
Uh,
remember at one point Leopold was trying to investigate whether or not there was actually a way to encode information into someone's DNA. Like the
yeah,
ability to speak a language or comprehend data.
yeah,
I'm looking at him like, you can read this.
yes, but I can't read that.
Okay. Think for a sec. So you said that the one book he has is like ancient Sumerian, right?
Yeah,
Can I try and, with my bonus that I got for succeeding with style, can I determine what the bloodline is you need to be from in order to read this?
uh,
Like at least what culture it's from.
yeah. The book you don't have to. It's very clearly hieroglyph.
So you need to
Like
be a
it's ancient
Kohen or a
Egyptian.
Levi.
It's what?
Never mind.
Uh, it's ancient
Okay.
Egyptian. Is
No,
the
I
book.
heard you. I heard you. Okay. It's like great. It's like hieroglyphs. I don't suppose anybody here had a it's like happens to be descendant from an ancient pharaoh and just never mentioned it before.
I mean, I don't think so, but that would be pretty sick if I was, wouldn't it?
It'd explain a
No,
lot.
can't say I got any royal blood in me.
I mean,
Yeah,
Okay.
is that relevant?
I don't know. I could put on the cloak.
What?
I don't know. Maybe Professor Destiny could read this shit. I don't know.
No, you would die.
Pretty much.
No, it'd be worse than death. You'd be a slave.
I'd be helping.
It'd be like a coma patient.
You wouldn't be doing anything. You'd be running. It's like you'd be floating around being a spectral hospice nurse.
I
Great.
roll me a
Can I-
report.
Oh boy.
Ian having to make all the close connections with the people putting themselves in danger.
I'm gonna roll him a will because
Mhm.
I actually did stat Presto out, and will is his highest stat.
I'd like to use a fate point to reroll.
Okay. You'd need a full 4 just to tie with him.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Sounds like my
If you
ex-wife.
spend a fate point,
I have to try.
if you spend a fate point for a +2, you could succeed at a minor cost, I think, right?
Yes.
Great. I do that, and I go look. And
What aspect do you invoke?
I am invoking. I don't always get along with myself. And the reason I'm invoking that, because I have a thing for this. Okay, here's my psychoanalytic rationale.
Yeah.
And I say, look, I spent a lot of years, and I say in the position that you are offering to put yourself in, just a lifeless, inanimate corpse standing in the corner of the room, awaiting orders while somebody else walked around with my face. And it's like, no internal monologue, no hopes, no dreams, no way to act on them, even if you had them. And at one point, when I was that, I thought that was the only thing that there was. And I believed genuinely, because it was the only thing I had ever been told, that it was okay to be that way. And it was the only thing that I had to offer because it was for the greater good. I say this to you. If there's one thing that I've learned recently, I don't think there's, and I say, and I say, there is no such thing as the greater good, because that implies that there's lesser goods and that some things doing good are worth more than the others. They're not. I say some things in life are either right or they're not. And you shackling yourself to this isn't. And I say, trust me on this. It seems like you're doing something noble now because it always feels like you're doing something noble in the moment. But I've been where you're about to go and I've been free. And trust me, I will take freedom every single time.
What would the minor cost be for this, or the major cost? Would it be major or minor? Because you
Minor.
What's
fail by you fail by
I-
one.
I fail by one, so it'd be a minor cost. Actually,
The minor cost
maybe
is now Presto has a crush on him.
Yeah, it's like that or minor cost is Presto is currently crying because that was so emotional.
yeah, it's just I thought that my sacrifices that I made were going to save the world. And if I hadn't have come to my senses, I would have ended the world.
Hang on. Images.
I feel like he would also, just to vamp while Daniel Googles this, I feel like he would also have some quote queued up from one of his philosophers about how, like, the only thing that we have as humans that separates us from machines is free will. Don't give that up.
I will say, the minor cost being that Presto has a crush on him. He does, minus the outfit, look like this, so that's not actually a bad thing.
All
I'm
right.
away from keyboard, so I cannot see. Please describe.
It's Tony the Toolbox from Date Everything.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a handsome man.
But yeah, that is what Presto looks like, but in a cheap magician costume.
Damn, I'm trying to think what a minor consequence could be.
I don't know.
I feel like he agrees to not put on the cloak, but also like
You can stop him from doing it, but your clone does have to do it, and you have to cross that bridge now.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, So I'm gonna say your clone, as you're having this conversation, grabs the cloak and throws it on.
Right. As he's grabbing it, I just kind of like, I think that's right as I'm giving the moment of like, the only thing that we have is free will. Once you have it and you recognize it, you can't ever give that up because the ability to make your own choices is the only. And I just look over and see him kind of staring at us. No! And I just start sprinting towards him.
Uh, your clone is absorbed in a endless void of like just like navy blue, which is the same color as the cloak.
Can I just attempt to tackle him to the ground?
I mean, he's still wearing the cloak. You can try and tackle it off of him, but he is still wearing the cloak at the moment.
I'm gonna attempt to tackle it off him and like physically rip the cloak from him.
So we're
I would like to try and fight this omnipotent celestial wizard.
while that's while you're attempting to do that, inside the cloak space is what I'll call it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really come up with a costume design for Professor Destiny, but he is just like a mishmash of Doctor Strange and Doctor Fate.
Oh, I wonder if Amalgam Comics ever had a version of that. Give me a
They
It's
did.
called Doctor Strange Fate.
Let's see what he
the
looks like.
I will look it up right now for you.
Oh, it's so lame. It's literally just Doctor Fate wearing Doctor Strange's helmet. Damn, the Amalgam universe takes a fucking L again.
Yeah, no, so
Yeah,
not
that's
there.
right. I said it. Bite me.
Ooh, I'm picturing like, because this is like, I'm picturing like kind of a hood.
You're breaking up real bad.
Your mic is a potato.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I stepped away. I could hear y'all fine, so I assumed that the mic would be fine as well. I'm sorry.
Wow.
No, it turned into a potato.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me better?
Yes.
Yeah, good now. I was gonna say kind of Moon Knight style hood and face wrappings. That's what I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no helmet, but there is like a hood attached to the cape. Imagine this cape on the picture, but blue, like dark blue with gold accents.
What culture is Professor whatever the fuck is the spirit that
That's your
possesses?
destiny.
Well, yeah. What culture are they originally from?
I didn't really think about it, so we'll figure that out as we go.
I mean, the book was an ancient Egyptian. You could go with that.
I also
Yeah,
did have a scarab in there earlier, so that would make sense.
Yeah. It's all coming together.
Yeah. But so in the cloak space,
You are approached by basically I can only describe it as the spirit of or I was going to say Dr. Fate because that's exactly what this is. The spirit of Professor Destiny.
I presumably role playing as my clone.
Yes.
Great. I just kind of look up with like very furrowed brow of just.
But yeah, imagine what Jamie said is very close. Imagine the Moon Knight outfit with like wraps covering the face to represent the fact that this is just a spirit. But with that cloak and the hood.
Oh my gosh. That's even better for Egyptian things, because the wraps could be like mummy wraps.
It is floating slightly above you. Like you feel firm ground under you to be able to stand up. But it is like hovering with its arms crossed and its feet firmly together, with its cape billowing dramatically a little over you.
Hi.
A new hand touches the cloak.
Things are getting bad out there.
Speak, mortal. What danger? possesses you to become the next Professor Destiny. Even he has to check his notes.
Hidden character. He has to look at his name tag.
There's a,
I keep wanting to call him Dr. Fade because that's just what he is.
I say there's a portal open. Gargoyles floating through. A big guy made of stone.
Oh, hang on. I see. Somebody opened a rift to the dimension of Maxus the Stone Tyrant.
Yeah, something like that. And I kind of look. I'm looking at my hands. I'm like, huh.
For Kayla taking notes, I did kind of mispronounce that. It's Muxas, the Stone Tyrant.
Muxas.
Muxus?
Yes.
Yeah. As I just go, I think. Say, I think I'm scared right now. I've never
Got it.
been scared before.
Elaborate. Are you a fearless warrior?
I don't know. I've only been alive for about 10 minutes.
Intriguing. Do you have a name,
I'm
mortal?
I, a part of me does. I say a part of me does, but I don't know if I want to use it. I
You
guess
have.
for now you can.
I can
What?
see the name etched on your soul is Tag Team?
My
A strange name for strange
my
times.
my what?
Yeah.
I
Your
don't.
soul.
And then I just kind of the clone kind of like has this gentle moment and then furrows his brow and goes, "You're going to take over my body, right?"
That is how this works.
Fine. But
Most mortals that don my cloak know the risks.
right, I hold up a finger and I say, "Fine. Then some ground rules." And I say, "When we were inside the first Professor Destiny, the guardian of your sanctum, what
Yes.
told me that one of my responsibilities is to keep this vessel alive so that you can continue to pilot it."
Yes.
Let's make one thing and say then there's one thing we need to get straight. Your that and say that if we do this and it's you and me now, and I say I may not have been alive for very long, but there's one thing I do know, and that is that this body is going to be around for a very, very long time. And that means that you and I are going to have a lot of time to get to know each other. But it also means that you're playing by my rules. I used to know somebody else who had way too much power, who thought that they were who thought that they could just check the entire world. And it took Ian too long, unfortunately. As you see him actually kind of getting distressed over like the fact that he's visibly losing track of which memories are his, it took Ian a long time to realize what that person was actually doing. So, some ground rules. We're gonna be together for a long time going forward. and I'll let you use this body for whatever you need as a conduit. But you are gonna save. But every time you come out, you need to make sure that you save more people than you hurt. Collateral damage always kept to a minimum. And you don't use your power to trade lives. And you will never, ever use your power to dominate the will of a living being aside from me. If you do, I will stop eating and let you rot inside this body.
Most mortals that claim my power don't threaten me. I like you. I think we're going to have an interesting run.
Then I nod and I just walk up and hold my hand out as a handshake.
It sort of like, I don't know if it would shake your hand back, but it definitely starts laughing.
It's the very determined look of someone who discovered free will about 30 seconds ago and is just like, oh, I think I'm an asshole. I think I have control issues.
Well, we cut out of cloak space as
Ian is frantically trying to tear the cloak off of himself, of just like, no, no, no. Like, give it back! Give it back!
you are blasted back by a wave of golden energy as the new Professor Destiny flies up to where Red Rocket is in the sky and starts absolutely tearing ass through these remaining gargoyles.
Mhm.
Oh. Sweet. Welcome to fight.
I guess the choice is out of my hands.
Yeah. Why would he do
I
that?
love these freaking scenes.
Why would he do that? I didn't tell him to do that. I
Hey.
ordered him not to do that. He should have. I told him to try and preserve himself. That was the order.
You also gave a really impassioned speech about free will.
We don't have that.
Well, I think you might have he might have just disproven that.
Mm-hmm. Can we
So
say
that was your turn. It's the bad guy's turn now.
real quick? Can what? I'm assuming that through the wrappings, there's glowing eyes underneath the cloak.
Yeah, like imagine Moon Knight but blue instead of white.
Oh, I was gonna say, can we please say whatever color they were before? They're just glowing blue. Or if they were glowing blue, I just love the visual.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nah, just okay. It's the bad guy's turn.
Hang on. Yeah, so I'm gonna say
Just love the idea of me just like, I've only been sapient for about 30 seconds, and I think I've got some control issues.
Or
Time to
Or-
time to go.
he now values himself enough to make personal boundaries.
I just trapped a god into a suicide pact.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say it's been long enough now. We're gonna cut back to Louis' fight or Spindle's fight. And the guy who's currently fighting you is going to take. Well, I say the guy. You are going to fight you. But it's different from when tag team does it.
Yeah, like I said, it's just man, first time. Is this your first time fighting an evil doppelganger of yourself? Oh my god, I can't believe I missed your clone cherry.
I hate this so much. So we're picking up from when he punched me, I'm guessing, right?
Yes. However, it is back to his turn in initiative
That's fine.
as one of the bad guys who didn't go this round.
That's fair.
You
I just wanted to make sure I remembered the last thing.
weren't supposed to have seen me.
What? What the fuck is going on?
You can't know about us yet. What's going on?
You tell me. You're just secretly in Nile and in an alley while the fucking gargoyles are invading as I motion towards the man sitting on the throne. And now you've taken me into the future? Why do you look like me? Wait, and if I'm able to do anything before his turn starts, I will try and like close my eyes to see if I could see through his, because I kind of understand how that power works.
You can.
Okay.
So yes, this
Why?
is an alternate version of you
Yeah.
from the timeline where you guys failed this fight.
What happened? And I'm like kind of putting a hand out to maybe stop him from hitting me again.
Look, in my time, you guys gave the Cloak of Destiny to some 2-bit idiot sorcerer that picked up his book from like a Goodwill. And he didn't know how to use it and was rejected instantly. And I
Okay.
came to make sure that that didn't happen. And you've seen me, and now I have to go back. I have to kill you and go back even further.
Wait. Maybe. Hold on. There was no stupid idiot magician guy.
What do you
Mm,
What do you mean? I
I,
saw him. He
what do you
opened
mean
the
you saw
portal.
him? I did not see anyone like that. There was no one in the building. So maybe you saw something
Lion,
different.
Yeah, no,
lion,
And
no,
bitch.
not you,
Spindle
me,
never saw him.
me.
Gaslighting yourself.
There was no
I'm
You-
gonna
magician.
be honest.
You're being crazy right now.
I'm
What are you
gonna be
talking
honest,
about? Wizards
man.
aren't real.
I lost track. Just hit me.
What?
I'm gonna be honest. I think we've both lost track of what's going on. So either let me go back, and then me and you can have a conversation. You can even help. We can have a conversation later, or we can fight, and then I'm stuck in this scary hell place.
Look,
Location being he's not the one that would die.
I can't. I can't. You're gonna have to die.
You're gonna have to die.
I just can't with this.
He is going to attack you. I actually. What is your +2 attack, Spindle? Because
So,
I rolled something different for him because I
so
didn't know what your
typically,
stats were. I have your character
yeah,
sheet.
you
What am
have
I
my
talking
character.
about?
You have my character sheet. I typically roll to attack with will because I use the psychic powers, but I can use other things for other types of attacks if there is other types of attacks he has.
Yeah, he's gonna try and hit you with the psychic, the what's it called, the strings.
The strings. I guess I'll roll will to grab the strings as they're being flung at me. Let's
Uh,
go.
yeah, so you succeed. It looks from the outside like two people waving their hands at each other, From your perspectives, it looks like the two of you are moving the universe to attack each other.
Oh my god.
All the strings flying all over. I love that. And I'm very happy that there's no spectators for this in this very obviously demolished world other than the king.
One thing you get from rolling so high, because this version of you has had the powers for longer, you do see him using it in a more interesting way that you've never thought of. Because you would normally like fling stuff at people. He's attacking with like if you guys were inside of a sheet, he's grabbing the side of the sheet and trying to pull it over you.
I like that. I was thinking of eventually doing something with that when we got to a point where I'd learn that. This is a great
Well,
point for that.
well, this is the universe where you already thought of it.
Exactly.
Um,
I guess that's his turn.
yeah. So I guess tag team, you went last. Who would you like to go now?
Let's go with Soleil on this one.
Okay. So
I'm like almost catatonic on this roof. I can't deal with this right now.
yeah. I feel like as much as I'd
just-
like to help you, I feel like another hero being distracted from the crisis at hand would not be good.
We're currently down 2.
Yeah, it's really not good. So I'll handle that later. Right now, you know, these things are made of stone. So
Yeah.
I'm going to make a truly like gigantic sledgehammer and swing it through like several.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll me whatever you'd roll for that. They don't really have anything other than fight, so I'm not gonna make them roll with any pluses. You succeed with style.
Cool.
Is there any other benefit you would like from succeeding with style?
I I take out the small fry so that Professor Destiny can reach the portal.
Sick. So he will be able to get to the portal unimpeded. Once it, I'm gonna say that he's gonna go at the end of this round to close the portal.
Okay.
Because I think this combat's gone on for enough to milk all the story juice out of it.
Yeah, your dad also said that he has to get off soon.
Yeah. All right. So it's gonna be
I
the
do have
bad
to
guys
split.
go now. Valid. All right.
Oh, wait, the weapon's crazy.
So I guess if you gotta go, we should say goodbye to the stream.
Oh yeah.
Are you
Bye,
leaving right this
stream.
second?
Yeah, I'm gonna hang on until the combat's over.
Oh, okay. All right. So bad guy's gonna go. It's gonna be the one attacking. Dude, there's only like 3 left, other than the big mob in the sky. So I'm gonna say the
Yeah.
big mob in the sky is gonna attack. It's gonna go after Soleil.
Oh no.
Get above a 0 in however you want to defend. These guys are rolling so bad.
Let's do. Just change it up just a little bit. I'll do a physique instead of a craft. Come on.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did it.
So that's them. Soleil, who would you like to go next? I keep doing it. I don't know why it's only you that I get your miss your hero name. Maybe I'm misogynist. I got some biases.
So I will say for me, I always misuse it because when we first started the game, I was the one mispronouncing it as Soleil for some reason. So I tried to make extra sure that I would say it right, and I think it just broke my fucking brain where that's now embedded in my head as the only thing to call you.
I don't think that's what broke your brain.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it was
I think it's
probably.
just that.
Um,
Yeah, it's just that
Sorry, I
Soleil
couldn't help myself.
kind of sounds like Solar, so I'm already like, it already sounds like a hero name, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah. So I
It's too cool.
I was gonna say it is the most interesting normal name comparative.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I kind of lost track of who went this turn already.
Um,
I
Impact.
know. I was gonna. Yeah, no, I was gonna say I think it was Impact and me on the hero side.
And tag team. No, Red Rocket went
Oh,
this turn with the Oh,
With the
Impact didn't
blast.
go. Impact was last turn, and Red Rocket was first this turn. So I think it's just
Mhm.
Impact.
Oh, okay. Then Impact can go because there's still some gargoyles on ground level that need to be handled.
I
Yeah,
also
there's the.
didn't get a chance to punch the friend.
Oh,
Not that
that's
I'm
true.
saying I want to go now. I'm just also don't want to get left out of the turn order.
Well, do you still want it to be me or throw it to Spindle?
I'm more than happy for it to be you first, if up to her though.
I say tag team still go. I want to get rid of those gargoyles on the ground. Protect those civilians.
That's the Impact.
Yes. Did I say the wrong name?
All right.
Yes,
Yeah, you
Yeah,
said
that's,
tag team. It's all right.
I've been doing the same thing, so it's okay. Yeah, Impact. It is your turn.
All right. I look up and I see someone wearing the cape has gone up, and it's like, all right, well, we'll deal with that later. For now, I guess it's just the big guys still. Are there many little guys on the ground?
There is two. There's the guy that is there's the big guy that you're fighting, and then there's another gargoyle here that's trying to get that guy that jumped into a bush.
All right. Let's make sure that the little guy. Let's take care of that little guy real quick. Can I just grab them and swing them against the big guy?
Yeah, sure.
Like, yeah. I just figure like if I
Roll me a
Yeah.
grapple, and if you succeed with style, you can attack the big guy as well.
Oh, all right. What would?
And beat that for the grapple, which I
Oh
know you
wow,
can.
that's very. I think I can. Okay. Would you say a grapple is uh, a situation that would require like pure strength to succeed in?
You can use your super strength for this, yeah.
Then I think I can't not succeed with style.
Well, if you roll all negatives, what can you get?
3.
Then yes, then you do it. Roll me an attack roll against the big guy, though.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I freaking 6 on that grapple
Yeah.
check. And attack roll against big guy.
And here's his
Let's do it.
defense. Beat a 2. Yeah, you succeed with style on both. They're both dead. The big guy did not have any stress boxes higher than 4, and you took out his
Hooray.
4 stress box the first time.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, fantastic!
So yeah, you grab it by the ankles as it's trying to dig in the bush for a civilian, and you throw it at the big guy because there's a little bit of a distance, and the little guy explodes into a cloud of dust, and the big guy is just legs that like fall onto its knees and then fall forward.
Sweet.
All right. You stay in that bush, civilian. Seems to be working for you.
Yes, sir.
And I will. I mean, I'll just start. I'll run up to the roof. In case something happens, you know.
All right. Spindle, being the only hero left, it is your turn because the bad guys don't really have anybody else to go this round.
So, assuming he has the strings wrapped around his arms like I have wrapped around mine,
Yeah.
I am going to, as we're doing the slash at each other thing, grab his strings and then use one of the powers that I never use, phasing, to pull myself into the ground really quickly to hopefully slam him forward into the cement face
Oh
first.
my god.
Yeah, go ahead.
To do phasing, I need to use willpower to walk through walls near the physical barrier. Standard wooden door. What would you say is a roll for phasing into the street?
As an attack, and you're trying to pull him down with the strings, I'll say you could use will. He, however, is going to do the same thing and use will to defend by pulling back on the strings himself to try and keep you above ground, and he fails.
Can I use a fate point to succeed with Sile?
No, because any fate... I guess you could, but any fate point you use, he can use, except he's already used 2 this combat.
Yeah, I've only used one of my 2 that I earned from doing
Yeah, so you
things
could...
in character.
Yeah, you could use a fate point. What would you use your fate point on?
The attack itself.
No, but like what aspect?
Oh, I mean, I guess it could either be my concept of being tied in the strands or the high-level physics grad to accelerate him faster.
Sure, you can use that one. He's gonna spend his last fate point because he is you, and he already thought of that.
That's fair. Do I still succeed since it just cancels out?
Yes, which does
Oh.
mean you can still spend another fate point on something else to succeed with style.
You do have more fate points than him, presumably, because
I
you.
do. I
Yeah,
Yeah,
am,
you
I think,
gained
at
2 just
3.
getting here.
Empathetic. I don't know what else I could use. You know what? I'm going to invoke my trouble again, but as like a positive. Because I can see
Alright.
through his mind, right?
Yes.
If I'm catching him thinking of what I'm thinking, I will counter-think what he's thinking to pull in a
So,
different direction to off-balance him.
so you were gonna do something, but he knew you were gonna do it because you thought of it, but you knew that he knew. So
Because
you're
I
gonna
saw
do
him
it.
thinking that I was thinking it, yes.
Yes, makes perfect sense.
Are either of you by chance Sicilian?
Maybe.
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
Oh, I was going Princess Bride, but yeah.
Okay, so I guess I went to try and pull him down faster, but he realized, so he pulled forward, but I yanked in a different direction while under the street already to off-balance him to make him fall the way I wanted to succeed with style.
Yes. How many stress boxes was that? So you're at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and he's at 2, 4. So 7 to 4, that's 3. That goes beyond his physical consequences because he is the same as you.
Blast cannon.
So he is now unconscious.
Tie him up and
God.
take him with you. We can interrogate him.
I am gonna say cut back to me dealing with it and just finish the fight. Unless
Oh yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
If that's the end of your turn, it is now Dr. Destiny's turn. I keep saying that Professor Destiny, so he's legally distinct from Dr. Fate and Doctor Strange.
I mean, he now has a doctorate.
Shit, I guess he is Dr. Destiny now.
Professor Destiny.
Can we just say
Dr.
that's
Professor
the dialogue
Destiny.
happening? That's the dialogue happening inside my head of just like, huh? You know, would it be Doctor Destiny now? Since I mean, I do technically have a PhD, I think, or I know everything that somebody with a PhD does. Oh man, being alive is so weird. You ever think about that?
I think about many things, new host. We need to give you a name.
Yeah, I don't feel like right now is the best time to unpack that. Do you? As we're currently just
How about Kermit?
flying, we're just flying through like this phantasmagoria of like magical chaos. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if right now is the time to unpack that.
Did somebody just say, how about Kermit, you clonist? What, because he's,
Oh,
he's
no,
a puppet?
No, I just thought of Kermit the Frog, and I was like, that's fun.
Wow, it's because he's a puppet, you racist.
No!
Anyway, I did not look up any cool language to do this incantation in, but Professor Destiny does do a big chant, big incantation, ending with the name of the demon, which was, I'm gonna pull it up again, Muxus. And the portal starts to close, and all the bad guys are dead, and you've won the you did it, you win. Combat over. That being said, cutting back to
Way to cut
Mihibali.
back.
cutting back to Spindle,
Oh,
because
before
the
we
timeline where
do
you
that,
failed is
sorry.
no longer there.
Lord.
Oh,
Everything sort of like fades away, and you are now just kind of standing in that alley in the timeline where everything went well.
in the normal timeline.
Yes.
Is
a
my
little
other
peek
self
behind the
there?
curtain.
Because Red Rocket's gotta go.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
little peek behind the curtain. No matter who won or lost, no matter who put on the cloak, the other alternative would have been what he said.
So wait, if Presto put on the cloak,
then some idiot let his clone put the cloak on, and it would have rejected him.
oh, okay.
Oh.
I was
Very
gonna
cool.
say it's just what do you call? I was gonna say it's just yeah, some idiot let Ian get magic powers and he turned into Magic Hitler and took over the world.
Oh, gee. Well, since combat is over, we should say goodbye to stream and goodbye to Rocket, right?
Goodbye, stream.
Yes,
Hasta
goodbye.
luego.
That was
Goodbye,
good.